Good evening, everyone, from KVGC in Jackson, California. It is time. After 11 weeks of high school football action, we are at the end of the season. Our first bowl games next week. We've got playoff action. Amador will be in playoff action. They'll be at Ripon Christian. We'll have that game for you live. And the Gill and the crew, they will be at Calaveras High, as Calaveras, the first seed in the Mother Lode League, will be hosting the first round of playoffs. So without further ado, it's time for our pregame show. Let's head on up to Dan Barnett Field and check in with Joey and Steve. Guys, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, and welcome to Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs here in beautiful Jackson, California. We have the first round, not of playoffs, but the first bowl game. The new CIF, Sac Joaquin section bowl games going on throughout all of the CIF, actually, these bowl games. Week one here for the bowl game is going to be the Argonaut Mustangs and the visiting Ceres Bulldogs. I'm Joey Geedy. My friend Steve Nash is with me. We've got Michael Brashear. Steve, going to be a great game today.
Looking forward to it. Should be an outstanding game.
Alrighty, so real quick, we're going to take a quick look at our teams. The visiting Ceres Bulldogs coming 3-7 on the season, 2-5 in league. They are a Division 5 entry into the playoffs, actually, with 1,600 plus students in their school, considerably larger than the Mustangs. Looking at their offense, leading passers, number 14, Parker Borges, with 953 yards on the season, 5 TDs in the air. Leading receiver is number 8, Eric De La Zada. He's got 458 yards through the receiving today, coming into today, with 1 touchdown. Those 4 more touchdowns come in from number 2, Adrian Carrillo, who has 218 yards on the season. More than likely, he is going to be their red zone threat. Also, number 0, Nathaniel St. Macias, someone we expect to see a whole lot of this game, comes in with 211 receiving yards. Their leading rusher, I said his name already, number 0, Nathaniel St. Macias, 488 yards on the season with 5 touchdowns on the ground. And number 22, Alex Alvarez with 234 yards, 5 touchdowns on the season. They have another rusher that is around that 200-yard mark as well. Defensively, well, offensively, let's talk a little bit about their offense. We're taking a look at their offense. They've run a lot of wing T, very traditional wing T. We see them spread out a little bit right now. They're in a spread for their opening warm-ups here. Shotgun formation with kind of twins and another guy on the outside. So we do expect to see them passing the ball quite a bit. Parker Borges, again, 953 yards on the season. That's no slouch, Steve.
Yeah, no, looking at their statistics, they're definitely going to be trying to attack the Mustangs with the passing game today. And we'll expect to see that out of a little bit, again, running the spread earlier, also seeing the wing T here. So going to be very interesting to see what we see primarily out of the Bulldogs today.
That's right. Let's go ahead and check out the defense. Defensive-wise, leading tacklers, number 12, Abijah Bratton with 80 total tackles, 56 on his own. Number 24, Dakota Pickett, 52 total tackles with 43 solo. And number 2, Adrian Carrillo with 48 tackles, 41 solo. Their sack leader is number 24, Dakota Pickett, 3 sacks on the season. And number 9, David Rodriguez, has 3 interceptions for this Ceres Bulldog team. Now let's take a look at the Mustangs here, Steve. The Mustangs come in 4-6 on the season, 3-4 in a very tough Sierra Valley Conference League. They are a Division 7 entry into the CIF playoffs and to this bowl game. Offensively, their leading passer, we already know this one, the sophomore, number 3, Jordan Caspery, 596 yards through 9 games. We have only 9 games recorded for the Mustangs. 596 yards, 6 total touchdowns through the air for Caspery. Their leading rusher, number 23, and you're going to be hearing this name a lot, Errol Garner, 799 on the ground, 10 total touchdowns for Errol on the season on the ground. Their number 2 rusher is number 28, Travis Herrera, more of their power back in this fly offense. 420 yards on the season with 2 total touchdowns. Leading receiver is number 12, J.J. Lundgren. He's got long arms, long legs, and I'll tell you what, he sure can run. 310 yards on the season through the air, 5 touchdowns he has caught. Number 2, Will May, a little bit smaller, but I'll tell you what, his speed is elite. 145 yards through the air, 1 touchdown through 9 games. Steve, offensively, the Mustangs, we know, run that fly offense. They do get out into the shotgun spread a little bit, but exciting for the Mustangs.
Yeah, going to be very interesting to see what we see today against Amador. last week. They really tried to air it out a little bit. Will May with a big game. I'm looking at that 145 yards. I think he had the majority of them last week.
Yeah.
And that touchdown. And Lundgren took more of a back seat. But we'll see if we see Caspery throwing the ball or if they stay on the ground with Errol, or a good combination of both today.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how that goes, especially, you've got a kid on the other side, 80 total tackles, 56 on his own. He's going to be flying around the field. Now let's talk about defensively for the Mustangs. Our leading tacklers, number 5, the sophomore, Jojo Hulzabosh, 78 total tackles with 32 solo. He is all over the field from that middle linebacker position. Number 4, Jacob Hartman, a strong safety, 71 total tackles, 29 solo. And number 16, Edison Neck, and this was actually a surprise for me. Edison Neck is the number 3 tackler for the Mustangs, coming from the free safety position, 61 tackles with 23 solo. Edison Neck, we also know, an incredibly proficient kicker for the Mustangs. I think he's probably perfect on the season, Steve.
Yeah, Edison Neck, obviously somebody that was recruited to the football field for his leg more than anything else, but impressed to see those number of tackles out of the secondary there for Neck. Great season.
Absolutely. Their sack leader is number 41, Jace Rocky. He's got 5 sacks on the season. He, of course, we call him the cowboy out here because he's a bull rider. Steve, I don't know if you know this. In the offseason, he's a bull rider. So,
absolutely.
Jace Rocky looking to have a big game here tonight. And Jonathan Constance, I call him the pick machine because Jonathan Constance led the Sierra Valley Conference with 4 interceptions on the season. We're getting ready for pregame here just in a moment. You're listening right now to the JS West Propane pregame show. Shout out to all of our game sponsors as well. Campbell Construction, Madic Vukovic Insurance, Big Valley Ford, Armstrong & Son Construction, Glass Doctor of the Gold Country, Toma and Associates. Halftime sponsors, Conifer Communications. Our post-game sponsor is Mark Twain Medical Center. Call of the game, Ellen Faze in the BG Lounge. Scoring update, Mountain Merchant. And the internet provider, remotely located, your critical infrastructure provider, Jason Wilson from Remotely Located. Alrighty, folks, looks like we're getting our captains gathered up midfield. For those of you listening in on KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM, online kvgcradio.com, and of course we have our YouTube channel up right now. We only have the license for audio only, so for the CIF playoffs, we will be doing audio only tonight and also for Amador's game next week as well. Captains are getting gathered up. Steve, let's take a look across the field. I'm not quite certain just yet who we've got over there.
I'm expecting to see Borges. Again, their quarterback and their leading yardage guy. A couple of interesting matchups tonight with Borges, almost 1,000 yards passing. Again, Constance, the interception machine for the junior Mustang. Sorry, for the Mustangs. You're gonna hear me say that probably more than once tonight. So Constance, obviously, that's going to be a key matchup. Can he slow down the passing game of the Bulldogs? And then on the other side, we've seen a great season running the football by the Mustangs. And can Garner get slowed down by Bratton, who's that big tackle machine for the Bulldogs? So definitely a couple of matchups to keep your ears peeled to tonight as this game progresses.
Now, the Mustangs brought up a pretty good amount of these freshmen and sophomore from the JV team.
And some juniors as well.
Juniors as well. Let's take a look over there. We've got... All righty, captains are meeting midfield. Captains for the series Bulldogs. Number 0, Nathaniel St. Macias. Number 8, Eric De La Zada. Number 51, Angelo Estrada. And number 72, Elijah Herrera.
And number 72, Elijah Herrera.
For the Argonaut Mustangs, Steve, who do we got?
We got the senior number 4, Jake Hartman. Again, talking about JoJo number 5, Jojo Holzerbeck. And we've got the junior, number 23, Errol Garner. And lastly, we have Michael Amato, the senior lineman for the Mustangs.
Michael Amato moved over to the tackle position this year, played center last year for the Mustangs. They got started with the national anthem just a little early there.
Yeah, they did. kind of jumped us on that one.
We've got papers all over the place here too, Steve. I'll move this one out of your way. Do you want to keep this one, Steve, or
no?
for some stats?
We're good. We're good.
Perfect.
So yeah, looking across the field again, we know we've called up 8 or 10 JV players. So roster's looking about the same size, looking across both sides of the field. But again, not knowing how many of those series players are also JV call-ups.
Looks like Ceres has won the toss. Oh, sorry, Argonaut won the toss.
And is deferred.
They have elected to defer. as is tradition, which means that Ceres will be starting with the ball. We'll be able to take a look at the Mustang defense. Tonight, we have a special treat, Steve. The national anthem will be sung by Aubrey Gold.
Outstanding.
We're not going to bow out for that. We're going to
always love to hear Aubrey sing.
Oh, she's great. Great kid, too. I'll tell you what, she's wonderful. All right, we're going to go ahead and bow down for, I'm going to bow down Steve real quick, and I'm going to pull our microphone up so you can hear Aubrey sing. Well, Steve, I may have gotten some bad intel on that one. That was not Aubrey Gold singing.
Aubrey Gold sounds an awful lot like the U.S. Air Force Band.
Yeah, I may have gotten some bad intel on that one. Aubrey did not sing the national anthem, but that's all right. We got a nice recording of it. Mustangs will be set to kick off here.
Tell you what, Joey, the Mustangs roll deep with the cheer squad. Both JV and varsity combined tonight, taking up most of the sideline for the Mustangs.
Want to give a quick shout out to Coach Matt Floyd listening in right now from Hawaii. Beautiful Hawaii. I imagine he's down there seeing his son, visiting his son Chad. Believe they just welcomed another baby girl to the family.
Congratulations.
Yep, getting set up to kick for the Mustangs. Number 16, Edison Neck. Back deep over there, that's 0. Nathaniel St. Macias. Upmen are number 5, Kalen Eskridge, and number, did you catch someone? Was that 8 over there, Steve?
Looks like it's a single digit. I just can't see.
I'm going to say that's De La Zada over there.
Yeah, St. Macias, a name we thought we'd hear a lot, and we'll see if, and it is going to be him taking the kick. Ooh. Fumbles it a little bit. Takes it up at about the 15. And good coverage there by the Mustangs. As number 17, James Jones taking him down.
Yeah.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Good coverage there on the Mustangs downfield. First met by number 6. That's Mariano Lopez. And then finally stopped up number 17. Well, Jace Rocky was in there, but 17, James Jones wrapped him up to take him down. Ceres will have the ball on their own 15-yard line.
Right about the 15-yard line.
Pretty deep there, Steve.
Yep. Yeah, good coverage. Again, the kick initially taken by St. Macias. He had it in his hands and then dropped it, had to go back and pick it up. Really slowed things down from the start. And Mustangs took advantage, holding the Bulldogs to just a couple of yards on the return.
Oh, St. Macias, a quarterback.
Interesting, going with the
quad set.
Yeah, direct snap, 4 receivers, 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Interesting formation here for the Bulldogs. And it's just going to be a quarterback draw all the way. And a gain of about 3 yards or so.
Yeah, that was St. Macias. Looks like he was tackled by
Garcia.
28, Travis Herrera, and number 11, Adam Garcia.
Yeah, so a little interesting formation right off the get-go. I'll be honest, watching them warm up, I didn't see that at all.
Hey, shout out Bart Gilman listening in from Maui as well.
Bart is in Maui.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bart sent me a picture. Got it on his phone right there. Check it out.
Well, aloha, Bart. Hope you're having a great time.
Stephen Casillas also listening in.
Of course he is. Our favorite coach. All right, second down and about 7 to go here for the Bulldogs. Still got St. Macias in there at the quarterback, and not much there as he tries to, again, quarterback keep that and goes almost maybe a yard on the play. Jace Rocky was all over it.
Yeah, Jace Rocky was just right there, just bled inside of that tackle, stood him up and got nowhere on it. Interesting that they're going with a lot of these, more of a wildcat formation here, Steve.
Yeah, not really any other options for the run except for Macias here on these first couple of plays.
I see Borges standing on the sideline right now.
Yep.
My money's on them doing it one more time, Steve.
Yeah, I think this is the attempt to get around the scouting report and try to mix things up a little bit. So we've got a 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. St. Macias still back there, out of under center this time, and he is in trouble, and he's going to try to get that away.
I think they're going to say that he sacked him, yes.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that a sack. Yeah, all the way back inside the 10-yard line.
And that's the Mustang sack leader right there, the bull rider himself, 41, Jace Rocky on the sack.
Fourth down.
Yeah, great penetration and pursuit by Rocky. And a little surprised that we didn't see St. Macias get rid of that a little sooner. Had plenty of warning that was coming. Tried to get rid of it after he was already under the grasp, and they're going to call that a sack.
Punter is number
Harold Garner back to receive.
6, is that?
And a high snap over the punter's head, and he's going to pick it up and try to take it out of the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. As the Mustangs wrap him up. Number 51 for the Mustangs, Isaac Wright.
Yeah,
amongst some teammates wrapping him up in the end zone.
Ike Wright getting him down there in the end zone. That was number 8. Eric De La Zada was the punter on that. Way high snap. And that's going to be a good thing for the Mustangs here. We're going to be scoring 2 on that. Ceres will be set to punt after the safety.
Yeah, free kick for the Bulldogs. They have a choice to free kick it or tee it up and kick it if they want. So we'll see what they choose to do, but that'll be all the way back at the 20-yard line. Should give the Mustangs great field position to start their first offensive possession.
Absolutely.
Ceres will now free kick to Argonaut.
Now we talk about Errol Garner with those 10 touchdowns. Joey, I don't know if those were all on the ground, but we know he's had several on the special teams side of things as well. So he's somebody certainly to watch here on the return for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and he's right next to number 7, Xander Castro, another speedster for the Mustangs, a sophomore up here. Up men are number 8, John Constance, and number 16, Edison Neck. Set to kick, looks like number 23 for Ceres. That's going to be Leonardo Ayala.
And Ayala kicks it off deep down the middle. That is taken by Garner. Straight up the middle. Evades a few tacklers, gets right out to midfield, and that's about it. But decent return for Garner and a good starting spot for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he kind of started a little bit slower, and then he hit a second gear as soon as he got to about the 40-yard line, and it pushed him forward just to about midfield. The ball will be, looks like the Mustangs' 49-yard line.
Yep, just shy of the midfield marker. All right, so the Mustangs break their huddle with 2 receivers out to the left. Casperi in the shotgun. Motion, he's got the handoff, and I believe that is May. May run around the left side, some decent yardage. We've got a flag coming in late as May gets across midfield to about the 46. And that's going to be coming back.
Holding against the Mustangs.
Yeah, holding penalty against the Mustangs. Not something they want to do to start off a solid drive.
Nope. And a decent positive yardage. Gain of about 4 yards on the play by Will May, but again, it's going to turn around and turn into a 10-yard loss. So a 1st and 20 here coming up for the Mustangs. Back at the 39-yard line. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, 9:45 clock running. Mustangs going west to east here at Dan Barnett Field. Handoff up the middle.
Second man through.
Yeah, second man through. Not much there for Travis Herrera. Gain about, we'll call it 4 yards on the play. Kind of a group tackle by the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, he wanted to go up the middle, but he bounced it just as he got into the hole, bounced it to the left. Met up by that outside backer and D-end. Pretty good size there. Number 77 there.
Yep.
Pretty big kid. Elias Phillips. Let's see what they have him listed at. It's 5'11", 234.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's probably a little bit more than 5'11". He's pretty big.
Yeah, big kid. And we've got May around the right side this time. Got a little bit of space, working around some blocks, and takes it out across midfield, out to about the 45-yard line, pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, jet sweep there in the shotgun formation, handed it off to Will May. Good job getting around the corner there. Will May, again, another speedster for the Mustangs. They're going to be switching it up, I imagine, quite a bit here, Steve. They don't want to get pigeonholed into that little fly offense, right? You want to throw in a little bit of that shotgun. They're going to want some of that fly.
So we've got a 3rd down and about 5 to go here for the Mustangs. Kasperi coming in under center. Split receivers, split backs. May is in motion. This time we've got an inside handoff, and that is to, looks like Garner.
And that one right there is 28, Travis
Herrera. My mistake, Herrera, not much happening there. He got maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, he was tackled there by number 12. That's Abijah Bratton. Again, Abijah Bratton is their leading tackler on the season, coming from, looks like he's playing middle linebacker, Steve.
Yep. Yeah, we expected to hear his name called a lot, especially in the running game.
4th down here for the Mustangs. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, 1 yard gain by Herrera brings up a 4th down and 4, and they are keeping the offense on the field.
I see Xander Castro in there.
Castro is in there. Herrera, the lone back behind Kasperi, but see what we see, and we do see Castro in motion and gets the ball, and boy, they just eat him up. Nothing there as he tries to get outside, then cut back in, and there's nothing for him.
Yeah, tried to go for more of a slash play on that. Looked like he was going into motion for the sweep, but they sniffed that one out. He put his foot in the dirt and went vertical. Mustangs go 3 and out, or 4 and out, really.
Yep, 4 and out for the Mustangs. Turns the ball over at about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line, looks like. So neither offense doing much on their opening drives. Again, if you're just tuning in, Mustangs got an early safety on the opening possession of the Bulldogs. So a 2-0 lead here for the Mustangs. Second possession now just about to start for the Bulldogs.
St. Macias still under center.
Still in there at the quarterback position.
Curious, Steve.
Yep, still no sign of De La Zada.
De La Zada's out here, but Borges.
Oh, Borges, I'm sorry. Yep,
Borges.
You're right. Still no sign of Borges. Yeah, De La Zada out in the slot on the right.
Wing T. He's going for a pass.
Yep, looking to throwing out on the right side. Complete. Down the right sideline.
Yep.
And that is De La Zada.
Pressure there on the inside of the quarterback, number 11, Adam Garcia, getting to him. Errol Garner on the coverage. De La Zada did kind of a hook route, a deep hook there. Went about 10, maybe 15 yards and hooked back outside. Was able to catch it and run out of bounds.
The first down of the game belongs to the Bulldogs on their second possession. So they're out across midfield at about the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. They break their huddle. Still looking at St. Macias in the quarterback position, under center. And he's going to hand that off to number 5.
Ooh, met immediately.
Eldridge, and he's got
ball on the
nowhere to
ground.
go. The ball came out, the Mustangs have it, but they're going to whistle this one dead.
That one was down.
Yeah, number 11, Adam Garcia, ends up with the football running down the field, but they're going to say he was down.
Yeah, number 5, Kalen Eskridge on the carry there, puts the ball on the ground, but he was stopped by number 56, Jerry Marston, the sophomore. A lot of sophomores here, Steve.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores. There was already a lot of sophomores. They called a few more up. A very young team here for the Mustangs.
Second down and long now. 6 minutes and 13 seconds and counting.
Yeah, second down and about 16 to go here for the Bulldogs. St. Macias in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Split backs on either side of him. He's going to throw out to the right complete, and that is to number 2, Adrian Carrillo, who picks up solid yardage, not quite to the first down marker, but out to about the 35, 34-yard line.
And another hook route there, quick hook route there by number 2. You said that was Adrian Carrillo there. Errol Garner gave a little bit too much cushion on that one, but of course he's trying to make sure he doesn't get anything deep.
Third down and about 3 to go here for the Bulldogs.
Personnel change for Ceres. Third down. Ooh, tush push.
Yeah, coming in with the tight formation. And handoff to number 5, and he's met at the, well, I'm not sure 5 got that.
Ooh, he's pretty close. I think they're going to say he's a little bit short.
Yep.
They were in the tush push formation,
They sure
but he
were.
handed it off.
For the Bulldogs.
Yep. Eskridge is going to be short of the line to gain. Or are they going to measure here? Do we have a signal?
Nah, they're gonna say it's short.
Okay. So 4th down and a yard to go. Well, if they pull that same play out, it should be enough. They got about 2.5 on the last play.
Same
They
formation.
come up in the exact same formation. Inside handoff.
Oh, he's behind the line.
And it's going to be very interesting to see where the spot is here, Joey.
Man, Steve, if they give it to him, let's see if they were able to get to the line of gain. They're saying that forward progress may have stopped a yard short, perhaps.
Now they're going to mark it and see where that puts things.
Yep.
And that is a turnover on down. So what a great defensive stand by the Mustangs.
Yeah, huge defensive stop by the Mustangs. He didn't even go up the middle. Number 5 is going to the outside. Number 5 is Kalen Eskridge. He was going to the outside, not following all of those blockers up the middle. Steve, you got a lot of bodies there. Follow them.
Yep, absolutely.
Great stop by the Mustangs. That's going to set up first down.
And it looks like might have been Adam Garcia, might have been the first guy he met there from the Mustang defense. So first down here for the Mustangs. Pitch out to the right.
It's Garner.
It is Garner. Picks up a couple of yards around that right side.
Errol Garner, 2nd down for the Mustangs.
Short gain on the play brings up probably about a 2nd down and 8. So neither team doing too much on the offense so far. A couple of passing plays from the Bulldogs, which we expected to see. More of a passing game than we have here at Argonaut.
Yeah, I haven't seen them really open it up just yet. This does look more like a passing set for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 2 receivers out to the left. May in motion.
Counter.
And it is a counter. And good yardage there for the Mustangs. Close to the first down. He may have it. See where we get the spot. Garner with a nice run.
Yeah, he was met there by number 42. That is Ashish Julka. And number 5 also in on the tackle, Kalen Eskridge.
And initially they had it marked 3rd down, and now they're moving the chains. They're calling that a first down.
First down, Mustangs.
New stadium announcer for the Mustangs, Jared Carson, took the night off. They've got Matt Goff up there, our good friend Matt Goff.
Good friend, baseball coach Matt Goff.
Fellow lefty, by the way, Steve.
Another fellow lefty.
Fellow
Yep.
lefty.
Another guy that's in the less than 6 foot category as well. Handoff up the middle is Herrera.
Oh.
Bumbling through and takes it all the way down to the Bulldog 40-yard line.
Travis Herrera, first down.
Big run there by Herrera. Again, he's their power back, but man, he found that hole. He got some good speed going underneath him too.
I was impressed. He found a 2nd gear once he hit that hole.
He was taken down by a couple of guys in the secondary there. Good hard run by Herrera to set up that first down on the Mustang side of the field.
Mustangs in, 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Casper in the shotgun. He's going to have a high snap and try to keep it himself. He's working around the left side. Oh, and he's dragged down from behind.
That's Bratton.
Bratton brings him down. That's going to be a loss of several yards on the play there, all the way back to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's real close to midfield there. High snap there, Steve.
Yeah, Casperi with the high snap. I think that was going to be a pitch to Castro. High snap really just messed the timing up. They weren't able to get the exchange. So Casperi tried to take off himself and just could not escape Bratton, who there's a reason he's the leading tackler for the series team, was not having any part of Casperi getting free on that one. So 2nd down and about 18 here for the Mustangs. Casperi now in the shotgun. And looking to pass, he passes out to the right, and that is going to be a little bit too high for J.J. Lundgren, number 12. That is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, just out of Lundgren's reach there. Lundgren, again, pretty tall kid there. Good catch radius.
And that ball just a little bit too high for even him to grab. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 18. Mustangs, who were moving well here, suddenly faced with a 3rd and long.
I imagine ball in the air.
With a 3rd and 18, I would not be surprised to see Casperi go back to the air. He's in the shotgun.
No, he's under center.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. He is under center. And motion is Will May. Will May's going to carry it around the left side and pick up just a yard or two before he is stood up by number 9 of the Ceres Bulldogs. That is David Rodriguez.
Yeah, Xander Castro on the carry there. Met on the outside, also in on the tackle, number 66. That is Isaiah Herman.
A little surprised to see the run there, bringing up a 4th and very long here for the Mustangs, and we see the personnel change.
Run on the short side of the field, too, trying to get a sweep around the short side of the field.
Yeah, Castro really had nowhere to go on that play.
Mustangs are in punt formation. Jace Rocky is the punter. Back deep is St. Macias.
And Rocky gets the punt away. It is a good one. Macias has it, loses it, and the Mustangs are going to get it back. That is recovered by the Mustangs at the 14-yard line.
Gathered up by number 8, Jonathan.
That's right.
That
That's
is Jonathan Constance, the interception man, picking up the turnover.
Man, John Constance just slid in there like he was sliding into second base. Steve stole that ball away. He's down right now, getting up a little bit slow.
Yeah, a little bit of a limp. Oh, back down to the ground.
Back down a little bit. Chief Mackey, of course, the sideline doctor for the Mustangs, is out there taking a look over at Constance.
Looks like he may have just gotten rolled up on there a little bit on the ankle.
Do not want to see him come out of this game. Hopefully just a little stinger.
Students.
And with that injury timeout, we will take him, or actually no, he's hopping right back up right now. There we go. He's a tough kid, Steve. You know, I know. We've coached him in a couple different sports. Great kid. Twin.
Yep, a twin, and we'll see if his brother's feeling this one as well. But he's hurting a little bit coming off the field, but that limp is already looking better as he's heading to the sideline. And Mackey's just going to let him go and say, "You're all right, buddy. Rub some dirt on it." Well, a big turnover there for the Mustangs. Constance, again, was just flying down the field for coverage. St. Macias really didn't quite get back deep enough on that punt. Tried to field it up over his head and tipped it, went to the ground, and Constance said, "Thank you very much."
Ball on the 14.
So Mustangs with their first red zone trip of the day, thanks to the turnover. Caspery under center.
Second man through.
Looks like an inside handoff to Herrera.
That one's Errol Garner.
Or sorry, Errol Garner. I'll get it right at some point tonight, Joey.
You got it. Orange cleats.
Yep.
Orange cleats.
Takes it down inside the 10. Decent run there by Garner. Down to about the 9-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards for Garner.
Yeah, good job by Errol Garner just getting right behind his blockers. Lead block came from 28 Travis Herrera, pushing that pile forward. They're on their own, or they're on the Series 9. 47 seconds left and counting here in the first quarter play, Steve.
Yeah, Mustangs come out. 2 receivers out to the right. Caspery under center. He's got May in motion, but the inside handoff is to Garner. Counter play. He's going to pick up the first down inside the 5-yard line to about the 3, maybe the 2.
Yeah, we're right there on the goal line, Steve.
Yeah, that is going to be a 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Garner with the counter play, just following his blocks and finding the hole.
Coming off the bottom of the pile there, number 5, Kalen Eskridge. They're going to call that 1st and goal here, Steve. Ball very close.
It's an area where we've seen Travis Herrera carry the ball quite a bit. See if we have him queued up on this play. And officials.
Chief Mackey out there.
Chief Mackey out checking on somebody, making sure that we are safe to resume play.
Eskridge, I believe.
And Mackey's giving the thumbs up.
Mustangs on the goal line, knocking on the door.
Caspery under center.
Ooh.
May in motion, and it is
Travis Herrera.
Herrera, the big man, on the handoff, and he's going to take that in for a touchdown, Mustangs.
Let's go, number 28, Travis Herrera, second man through. They had about 8 guys on the line there, Steve, but he was able to break through just for that extra effort. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, beautiful call. Again, not surprised to see Herrera, the big man, getting his number called there inside the 5-yard line. Mustangs will be trying the point after, Neck, to attempt the PAT. He has been absolutely reliable this year. And this time there's going to be a trick play. Casper is going to take that. He's going to hand it up to Nick and take it in for a two-point conversion. Trick play.
Look at that, Steve. That was awesome. Yeah, Casper's the holder there, picked it up and ran to the outside for an option, pitched it out to Nick. How about that one, huh?
Trickery for the Mustangs, and that play was called that way from the beginning. It was a perfect snap, right on the money, but Casper, the second he got it, said, nope, I'm going to take off with this thing, pitched it to his buddy Edison Nick, who went untouched into the end zone for the two-point conversion.
That's right. We got 21 seconds left here in the first quarter play. We'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs. Joey Guidi, Steve Nash, and Michael Brashear here. Mustangs score 10-0 over Ceres in this first CIF bowl game of the season. Steve?
Well, we got to 10 the hard way. Mustangs on the board with a safety to start things off. Then after a turnover on a punt, take the ball in with a Travis Herrera touchdown run and a two-point conversion, and that's got us to a 10-0 Mustang lead here as we start this, or as we come to the end. We've got the ball on the ground, and this time recovered by, and we're going to have a flag.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
That's a penalty.
We're going to have a penalty. The ball loose. The Bulldogs jump on it, and that play's over, and somebody from the Mustangs coming in and jumping on the play unnecessarily. And that's going to be a 15-yard flag against the Mustangs.
What's good, baby? How we doing? Colton Merriman up in the KVGC broadcast booth with us, coming to say what's up. Yeah, low liner kick there from Edison Neck. Down on the ground, the number 2, Carrillo. Yeah, so St. Macias got the ball initially, pitched it back.
Yeah, almost sort of the reverse there.
To Carrillo.
And Carrillo, just based on how things went down, my guess is he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground on top of the football, and one of the Mustang special teamers just jumped in on top of him. So he's up walking off the field. Looks like he's going to be all right.
Yeah, they're going to call that a personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the Mustangs. That'll move the ball forward to the 34?
Yeah, it's like about the 34-yard line. So the Bulldogs putting the ball on the ground yet again on special teams. And this time the Mustang penalty bails them out a little bit as they're going to have, as they reset this now back out to, there's some discussion as to where this ball belongs.
They're pulling it back a little bit, yeah.
This is the 30. Well, he was down at the 15-yard line, so for that to come out to the 35, unless that's a 20-yard penalty, that didn't make a lot of sense. So
right on the 30.
So now they're going to put that out at the 30.
15 seconds left in the first quarter, Steve.
Yep, again, Mustangs 10-0 lead as we wrap up quarter number 1 here at Dan Barnett Field in Jackson.
Ooh. Shotgun again.
Shotgun again. Still St. Macias. And looks like a direct snap.
Yeah, Jace Rocky sniffed that one out instantly.
St. Macias again taking the snap and just running with it. Nothing there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that is all.
And that is the end of the first quarter play here at Dan Barnett Field. A quick look at our scoreboard. The visiting Ceres Bulldogs 0. Your Argonaut Mustangs 10. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln is your regional commercial van and truck headquarters. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you, and their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln for a variety of new and used cars and trucks, commercial vehicles, parts, service, and financing. Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership on the web at bigvalleyford.biz and in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for your CIF Bowl Game Series. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Guidi, Steve Nash, and Michael Brashear. Also, Steve wanted to make a mention, 29 bowl games in the Sac Joaquin section tonight.
Wow. That's
29
impressive.
bowl games.
Yeah, lots of football being played across the North State today, including here in Jackson with the Ceres Bulldogs and the Argonaut Mustangs. 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. So, Joey, we've still got St. Macias in at quarterback, not the quarterback that we saw through most of the season here for the Bulldogs. Interesting to see if this changes up, and it is going to be St. Macias taking off on the ground, picking up a few yards there out across the 30 to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, initially looked like he wanted to go up the middle, but then took it to the right-hand side where he had an open lane. Number 4, Jacob Hartman on the tackle, coming from that strong safety position. Mustangs in a 5-2 defense right now. Looks like both DNs are standing up. Hartman's at strong safety, Edison Eck at the free. Corners are 8, Jonathan Constance, and number 23, Errol Garner.
Bulldogs coming out in a 4-receiver set.
There he is, there's Borges.
Borges in at the shotgun. And dropping back to pass, he's going to throw this out on the left side, and that is complete. Out right around the 40-yard line, just around the first down marker. Let's see where they spot this.
I'm going to say they probably got into that first down. That was completed to Nathaniel St. Macias. A much prettier ball from Borges, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jace Rocky on the coverage.
And it looks like they are going to mark that as a first down for the Bulldogs. So St. Macias leaving his quarterback duties and immediately getting the reception. So a first down there for the Bulldogs. So they break the huddle. Borges again in the shotgun. Looks like we've got 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Borges rolling out to the right, and he is going to pass that, and that is complete out across on the right flat to number 8, I believe.
De La Zada.
Eric De La Zada, we've called his number a couple times tonight. That's going to be another first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, De La Zada doing that same route we saw earlier where he does about 10 yards and then digs it back in.
Yep.
Completed for that one. That's going to be a first down for them. They are on the Mustang side of the field. Offense moving kind of a bit more efficiently here with Borges in there.
Yeah, a little more efficiently. This is the offense we expected to see from the Bulldogs. And I don't know, maybe trying to just throw the Mustangs off a little bit, but they're back out now. 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Borges is going to have the inside handoff to
44.
Number 44.
First time we've called his
Yeah,
number.
that is Malachi Germain, we're going to go with. And another first down as he picks up good yardage out to about the 32-yard line of the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was the first time we've called him. He looks like more of a fullback type, but I'll tell you what, he had a little bit of speed going under him, Steve.
A little bit of speed. The Mustang defense spread out on that 4-receiver set, and he just went right up the middle, picking up solid yardage.
Ceres opening up the offense a little bit more here with Borges at quarterback. Probably more comfortable with doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trips left.
Yeah, 3 out to the left, 1 to the right. Again, Borges in the shotgun. Borges, 1-step drop, and is going to throw this out.
Oh,
Intercepted by the Mustangs. That is number 4, Jacob Hartman, the senior. That ball was tipped off of St. Macias into the arms of Hartman. And another turnover here by the Mustangs.
Huge interception there for the Mustangs. That ball was tipped off of St. Macias. Back shoulder catch. Hartman turned around and brought that thing in the breadbasket. Big turnover to stop that drive for the Mustangs.
Yeah, things looking really solid there for a minute for the Bulldogs, moving the ball extremely well. And just like that, turnover. And the Mustangs are in business at the 32-yard line. Hartman with the pick. Caspary under center. Herrera right behind him, and it is a pitch out
to the left.
To the left, that's number 23.
Errol Garner's
got some room, and he's going to take this all the way out near midfield for the Mustangs.
Big gain, Errol Garner.
Yeah, huge run there on that pitch to the left-hand side. Errol Garner was able to take that thing deep into, looks like, oh, they're calling him out of bounds, Steve. They're saying he's out of bounds around the 43-yard line. 9 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first half of play.
Still going to be a first down for Garner as he picked up good yardage. Yeah, he certainly thought he was still in bounds because he kept moving for another 5 or 6 yards.
Timeout called.
We're going to have a timeout here for the Mustangs.
And with that timeout, we'll be back right after this.
This is Braxton Gilman. In the game of life, unexpected hits can come out of nowhere. But with Matic Vukovic Insurance, you can tackle those surprises head on. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life insurance. My dad at Matic Vukovic has the playbook you need to stay protected.
This is Mila Gilman. I want you to call my dad at Matic Vukovic Insurance in Jackson today at 223-4040.
Hi, I'm Bo Gilman, owner of Matic Vukovic Insurance, where you can always count on a win.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for the CIF Bowl Game, Week 1 here. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. I have a quick Mountain Merchant scoring update for you. Union Mine 16 over Highlands 6. Steve?
All right, Mustangs coming out of the timeout. 1st and 10 out at the 43-yard line, at their own 43-yard line. Another turnover on that last series by Ceres. Gives the Mustangs some momentum back as they look to extend on their 10-0 lead here early in the second quarter. Caspary under center. He's going to hand that off to Errol Garner. Garner's got some blocking. He's around the right side, and he's got some room down the right sideline. Is Garner
30.
And he is finally pushed out of bounds all the way out at the 26-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, huge run there for Garner on that sweep around the right-hand side. There was absolutely nobody there to touch him. No defensive flow on that one. The Mustangs were able to set up the blocks to get him onto the outside. Big gain for the Mustangs into Ceres territory. Was that 26-yard line, Steve?
Down at the 26, Garner found another gear after he turned that corner. And a touchdown-saving really push by the Bulldogs to save the Mustangs from taking that all the way to the house.
Yeah, St. Macias on that push from the free safety position.
Caspary under center. And it is Herrera this time with the ball around the left side, picking up yardage and dragging defenders all the way down inside the 20. Pickup of about 9 yards by Herrera.
Yeah, you know, Herrera had a little bit of an open lane to the left-hand side, but he decided to go back in for those hard yards. I love to see it, Steve.
Yep. Dragging defenders with him and picked up at least 3 or 4 yards after contact.
Travis Herrera all season long has run with a head of steam, man. He has just been really, really running for those hard yards for the Mustangs.
2nd down and less than a yard here for the Mustangs. Inside the 20, another red zone trip here for the Mustangs. Caspary under center. And that is going to be a handoff to Hartman this time. Around the right side and down inside the 5, but we do have a flag coming in late in the play.
Jake Hartman, flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that a hold against the Mustangs. Good run there by Hartman on that right-hand side.
And number 4, Jacob Hartman. Again, the Mustangs have lots of different people that can carry the football here.
Yeah, sting play by the Mustangs on that right-hand side. Setting Herrera up as that lead blocker, giving Hartman the opportunity to go in or out.
See where the ball ends up getting placed. So, yeah, the penalty coming much later in the play. So they're still going to get a positive pick. Well, less of a penalty than it could have been, as they're only going to lose about 4 yards instead of 10. Now out at about the 22-yard line. Xander Castro in motion, gets the football around the left side. He's
got
carving around tackling. He's going to head to the corner, and he takes it in for a touchdown, Mustang.
That's right. Left-hand run there by number 7, Xander Castro, in for the touchdown. That's going to bring the Mustangs up, Steve.
Sure is. Castro, that might be the first carry he's had tonight. And a great run around the left side, just evading tacklers, and then finds that gear once he hits the corner, takes it into the end zone for another touchdown for the Mustangs. Great run by the sophomore.
Yeah, huge run there for Castro. Trying to send a statement here to Ceres. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half of play. Edison next set for the point after.
Well, the element of surprise is gone, so I expect this ball to be kicked. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick by Edison Neck. That ball is through. So, Joey, with 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, Mustangs 17, Bulldogs 0.
We'll be back right after this.
Are you planning a landscaping project? Don't have the right tools for the job? Let Campbell Construction General Engineering Incorporated give you a hand. Campbell Construction has everything you'll need to get the job done right. Locally owned and operated since 2005, they're open Monday through Saturday at 175 Sutter Hill Road, Sutter Creek. Call them today, 267-5998. That's 267-5998. Campbell Construction.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where they take on the Ceres Bulldogs in the CIF Bowl game. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. Steve?
All right, senior Edison next, set to kick off for the Mustangs as they lead the Bulldogs 17-0 here early second quarter.
Steve, I see a couple freshmen out there. That's number 15, Wyatt Green, and number 22, Bro to the Bone, Brody Seaver out there.
On the kickoff team, absolutely. Love to see one of those guys grab a tackle here on this kickoff. A couple of speedsters for the Mustangs.
St. Macias back deep.
And next
Deep
kick is deep, and Macias takes it cleanly at about the 10-yard line. Comes out up the middle, tries to cut back, and there's just nothing there as the Mustangs eat him up at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, great coverage there by the Mustang special teams. St. Macias had absolutely nowhere to go on that one. Tried to bring it up the middle, but nothing going.
And Xander Castor right at the middle of that group of tacklers for the Mustangs on special teams.
Let's see where they put it. 21.
Looks like about the
22.
Yep. Well, Joey, on that last drive, before the turnover, Ceres looked like a completely different football team, running the four-receiver set, slinging the ball over the field. They were passing and moving the ball well before the Hartman interception.
Yeah, Borges totally different there than St. Macias at quarterback.
And it is again Borges in the shotgun, looking for a quick pass out to the left, and that is complete to number 8. That is De Lozada, who we've called his name a couple of times tonight. Picks up solid yardage, probably going to be another first down, and it is.
It'll be first down for the
De Lozada tripped up there by number 16, Edison Neck.
Borges taking no time at all. As soon as that ball was snapped, he fired it out to the left to his receiver.
A lot of cushion here from the Mustangs corners right now.
Yep.
Playing about 7 yards off the ball.
Borges again in the shotgun, again with the four receivers. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Been working the short end of the field for the most part. And now this time, of course, he's going to look out to the long side of the field. Completes that to number 4, Barrera, who is hammered on the play by the Mustangs.
That was number 6, Mariano Lopez. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Ball caught by Julian Barrera, tackled by Mariano Lopez. Flag on the play.
See where that penalty goes. Personal foul. Low hit on the Mustangs.
Oof, that one's a tough one. A play that was going nowhere and wasn't going to go anywhere even without that low hit. So unfortunate penalty there for the Mustangs. That's going to cost them 15 yards. And we'll give the Bulldogs another first down close to midfield.
Not something you see too often there, Steve, that low hit.
Yeah.
Not something the Mustangs wanted. Again, they're given a lot of cushion, but they did a good job swarming to that receiver for that quick out. That was more of that bubble screen. They did a quick screen and a bubble screen back to back.
They're going to bring this out to the 48-yard line after the penalty marker.
Thought they were calling a timeout for a second there. They are not. 2 in the backfield.
All right, yeah, 3 receivers now, 2 in the backfield. And that is going to be an inside handoff, nothing going.
Yeah.
St. Macias gets the ball, and he is dropped immediately.
Yeah, great
Lopez
job.
with the tackle.
Great job by Lopez, just able to scream down the line and get to St. Macias before he could hit that line of scrimmage. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all.
7 minutes and 4 seconds left in this first half of play at Dan Barnett Field. And thank you all for listening on KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM, online, kvgcradio.com, KVGC Radio app, Steve, and on our KVGC YouTube channel.
Absolutely. All right, same formation here for the Bulldogs. Split receivers on either side of the quarterback Burgess. 3 receivers and another inside handoff. A little bit happening this time as he picks up 2 or 3 yards before being wrapped up by the Mustang linebacker core.
Ball carrier is
Yeah, tough run there. That's 44, Herman. Tackled there by number 51, Ike Wright.
And Mariano Lopez of third down for the
Ike Wright
Bulldogs.
coming in from that. Looks like he's playing left defensive tackle right now.
So a short gain on the play brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Quick screen again, Steve. I'm calling it.
Burgess in the shotgun. His same formation. He's got his 2 backs beside him.
Or De Lozado on that sticks pattern.
Again, pretty good cushion by the Mustang defense, and we're going to throw out to the right, and it passes too high, intended for number 8,
De Lozada.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs. Again, right around midfield here, actually right at midfield, the ball on the 50-yard line. Interesting to see if they choose to go for it here or punt this ball away to the Mustangs.
I was right, by the way. It was that hook.
Yeah, it was that hook. Yeah, the ball just a little bit high.
See, if they're giving him cushion, you've got that underneath hook. That's the thing that they need to be careful with. The Mustangs need to be careful with. If you're given too much cushion, they can run that 10 yards forward and then just stop and turn right on a dime.
4 receivers here for the Bulldogs. Or just with number 44 is running back in the backfield with him. That's German.
Trying to get him on a hard count there.
Looks like a hard count for Burgess. Yeah, he's going to take the snap, and he's looking. He's going to take off and run with it, and he is going to be.
Ooh, I think he got the first down.
I think he got the first down out to about the Mustang 40-yard line. Good second effort there by Burgess to end up picking up the first down. Additional contact had him short.
Yeah, Parker Borges just fighting for those extra yards to get the first down. Everybody was pretty deep into coverage, so nobody underneath to stop him. Good pressure there by the Mustang front line.
Yep. But yeah, once Borges was able to get around that line, he had lots of green in front of him. So ball spotted at the Mustang 41-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. 5:25 remaining here in the second quarter.
Blazen's in. Boy, Blazin Pedersen playing nose guard right now. Number 58 senior for the Mustangs. Great kid.
Absolutely great kid. Great family. Burgess from the shotgun. Inside handoff to, no, I'm sorry, he's got it himself. He tricked me, and that ball is almost intercepted. Good pressure by the Mustang defense, forced an early errant throw by Burgess.
Yeah, he had 3 guys on him. 28, Travis Herrera. Number 6, Mariano Lopez. And 41, Jace Rocky, all breathing down his back on that one.
I think Herrera might have gotten his hand on the arm right as he tried to throw that ball. And came in just short of actually the Mustang defender, who was the closest receiver at that point.
Yeah. Hartman would have loved to have that second one, man. I'll tell you what, that ball skipped right into his hands. He caught the grounder, but, he wanted that one in the air.
Looked like a shortstop there, didn't he?
He should come back out and play baseball, Steve. You're right.
He should. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs, again at the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Burgess from the shotgun is rolling out to the right, looking for some options, and he's going to complete that to De Lozada, and he's all the way down at the 25-yard line, finally dragged down by the Mustangs after a nice pickup and a first down by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, De Lozada doing that hitch from the outside, had a wheel route from the inside runner. He did kind of a hook to the outside as well. Fired it right into him for that first down. I do have another Mount Merchant scoring update, Steve, in the second quarter of action. Union Mine 22, Highlands 14.
Excellent. Where do we have Highlands out of, Joey?
Highlands, that's a great question, Steve.
Well, we'll get back to you on that one. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. All right, Bulldogs come to the line. They are at the 24-yard line of the Mustangs. First down and another good-looking drive through the air here for the Bulldogs.
North Highlands in the Sacramento area.
All right, 2 receivers to the left, to the right. Burgess is going to take it and run with it. He tucks that and is going to slide down. Maybe by the slide may have cut himself short of the first down, and he does. As soon as you attempt that slide, they're going to mark you down, and that's going to be at about the 16-yard line. First down is at about the 14-yard line, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 2.
Not something you see a lot from a high school quarterback, too. That was a good slide.
That was a good slide, but you got to also admit, if he makes one more move, he's easily got the first down there, too.
Mustangs take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Glass Doctor of the Gold Country hopes you're enjoying tonight's Sierra Valley Conference game. Now is the perfect time to get rid of those old windows that let the cold air in. Replace them with brand new windows from Glass Doctor. Glass Doctor strives to offer the best value in home glass repair and replacement. Glass Doctor also has 24-hour emergency service. When glass breaks, call the doctor. That's the Glass Doctor. We really do fix your pain.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where the Argonaut Mustangs take on the Ceres Bulldogs in this CIF Bowl game. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear here. Steve?
All right, Bulldogs have a nice drive going. They are down inside the red zone as we had a timeout by the Mustangs, but the Bulldogs looking at a 2nd down and 2 to go. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. They can pick up a 1st down at the 14. And the passing game still being effective here for the Bulldogs. Brashear's from the shotgun, 4 receivers. Again, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Borges, sorry.
Michael's here.
And inside handoff.
Confusion there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that ball was supposed to go to, but ends up in the hands of the big man, number 44. That is German.
Yeah, number 4, Julian Barrera, came in, looked like he was going to try to get that sweep, but kind of a weird mesh point area there.
And they're going to end up losing a yard on that play. It brings up a 3rd down and 3.
Personnel change out there for Ceres. Yeah, they really have relied on that pass in this second quarter, especially. Number 8, De La Zada, getting the ball a whole lot.
All right.
Tight formation.
Tight formation. We've seen this before from the Bulldogs.
Look how low he is.
This time Borges instead of St. Macias. Last time we saw this was St. Macias at the quarterback position. Borges is going to hand that ball off, and there's nothing there as number 44, German, is just going to get eaten up by the Mustang defense.
Yeah. Looks like that was number 6, Mariano Lopez. Just hammered him, just slid down that side and hammered him from that defensive end position.
So no gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. We'll call it a 4th down and 2. We'll see if we see that tush-push looking formation again here by the Bulldogs.
Another Mount Merchant scoring update. Union Mine and Highlands, 22 all in the second quarter. Timeout called.
And we're going to have a timeout called by,
Ceres.
I'm guessing, Ceres on this one, and it is.
And we'll be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong and Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage, proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong and Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong and Son Construction, state license number 828209.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for the CIF Bowl game. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. Steve?
All right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Bulldogs staring at a 4th down and 2 inside the red zone, ball at the 16-yard line as they hustle up to the line with that tight formation.
Ooh, let's see the hard count. No
hard count, and
he got it.
Yeah, he did dive for it, and he is going to pick up the 1st down on the quarterback keeper there by Borges.
First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, Herman got that one, just dove forward. That's a big body to stop, too.
Yeah, it is. The big guy, number 44 of the Bulldogs, bulldogging his way forward for the 1st down.
Nice. 5'8", 202, by the way. Stocky kid.
Stocky, not the height, it's the width there on that one. All right, so a 1st down inside the 15, we'll call it the 13-yard line for the Bulldogs. So they break the huddle with a 3-receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Borges in the shotgun with running backs on either side. And he's going to keep it himself, and he is going to get dropped. Oh, and they're going to say he was down. Interesting, because he really wasn't, but.
Yeah, they're calling forward progress pretty early there.
A little surprised, but that was Mariano Lopez who got to him and never really got the chance to tackle him because the whistle blew pretty quickly on that one.
Yeah, Jace Rocky in on that one, too. Heard the whistle, so they let go, but
yeah,
or just tried to run a little bit more.
Yeah. So a loss of 2 yards on the play. Puts them right back at the 16-yard line where they've been on a few plays this drive. 2nd and 12.
1:20 and counting here in the first half.
Couple timeouts remaining for Ceres, 1 for the Mustangs. Ceres trying to get their first points of the half of the ball game. They come out with that same set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Borges, straight back drop, and is going to throw out to the left side, a little too high. intended for his favorite target, number 8, De Lozada.
Yeah, miscommunication on that one. He thought he was going to go to the corner of the end zone, but De Lozada again did that 10-yard dig. Just turned right back around to the outside looking for the ball, but way over his head on that one.
Jonathan Constance on the coverage, but really not a factor in the play as the ball was just simply overthrown. 3rd down and 12 coming up here for the Bulldogs.
Clock is stopped.
Clock stopped just under a minute, 57 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mustangs looking for yet another stop.
Steve, they started this drive on their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, this has been a great drive, but stalled here a little bit at the end. We'll see what they can do on this 3rd and long.
Trips left.
Trips left, one to the right. And Borges is going to roll to the left, and he is going to fire that ball a little too high. Intended again for number 8, De Lozada. And again, good coverage by Constance, and that ball just a little too high.
Yeah, Jonathan Constance was on him pretty much that entire time. But again, he's just overthrowing that ball just a bit out of De Lozada's reach.
Seeing a personnel change here. Is this going to be a kicking formation here? Sure looks like it.
We know their kicker's got a pretty decent leg. That's 23, Ayala. Yeah, Leonardo Ayala, their kicker. We saw him boot that not that opening kickoff, but he did boot that safety.
Yep. All right. Ball will be set down at the 22, a 32-yard attempt here for the Bulldogs. And the kick is up, and it is partially blocked. And that is going to make its way into the end zone. And a blocked kick by the Mustangs. Not sure who got through on that one, Joey.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I'll tell you what, it looked like pretty much that whole Mustang front. That's a big stop for the Mustangs. That drive started all the way at the 22-yard line, and for them to stop them, they were marching, Steve. For them to stop them down here,
Joey,
deep.
I think we've got number 41, the sack man, Jace Rocky, blocking that kick.
All righty, there we go. That's going to be at the Mustang or the Series 20.
Yeah, turns that ball over at the spot of the kick, which is going to turn it over at the 20. So the Mustangs, 46 seconds to go, 1 timeout. We'll see if they try to put something together here, put some more points on the board before halftime.
You're pretty deep, but I'll tell you what, I might toss one.
Well, we've seen this Mustang team be quick strikes several times this season. So, see what we've got. And it is going to be looks like a halfback pass as Garner's going to throw deep, and that
jump ball
caught by J.J. Lundgren out at the 45-yard line.
Man, get off me. J.J. Lundgren hopping up and getting that ball, jumping out of the gym there, Steve. Huge catch for the Mustangs.
Yep. Just a jump ball, really thrown up. Equal chance for either the defender or Lundgren. Lundgren trying to find out where he needs to be right now. As he heads out to the left side. And now we've got Casper. We're going to have a flag. Looks like that is going to be a hold as that ball is overthrown, intended for Lundgren again out there on the left side.
Yeah, penalty mark there. That was intended for number 12, J.J. Lundgren again, but just out of his reach with Casper rolling to the left. Got to square up his shoulders and set that one up.
And see if they're going to back the Mustangs up here. I expect they will. Down's not really too much of a factor with 25 seconds to go in the game, or in the half rather. So they will back the Mustangs up. Be a 2nd and 20 all the way back at the 32-yard line.
You know, it's been a pretty clean game so far, Steve, but all of the penalties so far in this game have come against the Mustangs.
They sure have. Yeah, not the cleanest game penalty-wise. All right, so this ball spotted once the officials got together, and they're moving it out to the 35-yard line. So Caspery now in the shotgun. Going to hand that off to Garner, who's going to try to get around the right side. And he's got a little bit of room. Breaking some tackles, working around the right side.
He's got some room.
Cutting back to the middle of the field. Garner's got some room to run.
He's down to the 20, to the 10. Can he get in? Just knocked down. Steve, 4-5 yard line there. Huge run, bobbing and weaving. Errol Garner.
Garner with an unbelievable run for the Mustangs.
Holding call. No.
Flag on the play all the way back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, rip, dude.
And White Hat is waving them all back.
Oh, no. What a great play there for the Mustangs. All for naught. Holding call. 10 seconds left in the half. Man, come on.
I'll tell you what, Joey, the white hat is not the favorite right now for the Mustang fans.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Hearing quite a few boos out of the crowd tonight on that call. Well, but what a fantastic run by Garner, just not giving up. Heading down the right side, looked like that play was coming to an end, and he cut it back inside and just kept on going, takes it all the way around to the left sideline. Probably covered about 120, 130 yards on that run, taking all the way down to the 5. But again, holding penalty brings it back. It's at the 30-yard line of the Mustangs.
They've probably got one more good play in.
First down and 25 for the Mustangs.
Prevent defense.
And Kasperi is going to throw this complete to Lundgren, who rolls off.
Spin move.
Spin move down the right sideline. Lundgren is going to finally get dragged out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line with 1 second on the clock.
First down, Mustangs.
So Lundgren with a nice play, putting him in range to try to do something here.
Oh, looks like they've got an injury on the field right now. It's one of the series.
A series player. That is number 9, David Rodriguez, down on the field right by the Mustang sideline.
Great job there by Lundgren. Caught the ball, got into that first tackle, spun off of him, and went down for probably 20, 30 more yards there, Steve.
Yep, huge run after catch for the Mustangs. Puts them in great position. A little far outside of, I think, Edison next field goal range here, but certainly in range to try to put this ball in the end zone with 1 second remaining.
That was a 40-yard catch, Steve. That was from the Mustangs 30 all the way down to the series 30.
Yep. 40-yard
catch here for J.J. Lundgren.
And only about 15 of that in the air, and the rest J.J. picked up on the ground.
All right, with this injury timeout, we'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
And we are back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for this CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear down here. Steve, looks like Chief Mackey was down there and now walking him back across the field. One of the Ceres coaches, and Kenny Mackey. Their son, Kenny Mackey.
Kenny out there helping out. Yeah, number 9, David Rodriguez. Looks like an upper body injury as his legs look like he's doing fine as he's heading off the field. Might have even just got the wind knocked out of him there, but it's going to be a first down here for the Mustangs with 1 second remaining in the first half. J.J. Lundgren taking the catch and stepping out of bounds just in the nick of time right at the 30-yard line.
Looks like we've got a timeout on the field by the Mustangs. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln is your regional commercial van and truck headquarters. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you, and their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln for a variety of new and used cars and trucks, commercial vehicles, parts, service, and financing. Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership on the web at bigvalleyford.biz and in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where we have 1 second left in the first half of play. Long timeout, Steve. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear here. Long timeout.
Yeah, timeout followed by an injury timeout, followed by another timeout. Makes you almost forget where we're at, but we got 1 second to go here in the first half. 17-0 Mustangs with the lead, looking to add to that lead.
He's kicking it. He's going to kick it.
Edison Neck is going to attempt a 47-yard field goal, Joey.
Come on, baby. Let's go, Eddie. Come on, Eddie, let's go. Come on, Eddie. He's got a good leg, we know it.
He sure does. Kasperi is set to hold. And he's going to pass. So Neck is going to run with it, try to find somewhere to go, and he's going to throw that ball.
Intercepted.
Which is going to be intercepted out at the 23-yard line.
Big man on the interception.
By German. So kind of a busted play there for the Mustangs. Turns out to be all for naught as that takes us to the half.
Yeah, 56, Samuel Nieto on that interception there from Neck. That's all right, though. I was hoping they would go for that 47-yarder. But, hey, Steve, I'll tell you what. We'll be back for our Conifer Communications halftime show in just a moment.
We're talking to another satisfied JS West Propane customer. And what is your occupation, sir?
I am a short order cook.
Where are you?
Down here.
Say, you are short.
Don't start with me. Order up!
And you like JS West because?
I get clean, steady, dependable heat for my grill.
What do you cook on this grill?
Everything from hamburgers to shrimp. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
I won an award, you know.
Wasn't going to say it. Say, did you know that JS West Propane proudly serves Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Amador counties? And I won the Small Businessman of the Year award. Not going to say it.
For all your propane needs in Amador and Calaveras counties, call Ernie Burgess with JS West Propane, 209-916-5323. Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness.
Yeehaw! It's Conifer Internet, y'all! If your Netflix starts to stall, call us up. If your Zoom can't load it all, call us up. If your modem's out of luck and your hotspot's just a schmuck, then what you waiting for? Call us up.
Call us up at 866-378-8393.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for this CIF Bowl game. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear here at the half. The Mustangs lead 17 over the Ceres Bulldogs 0. Right now, the Ceres cheer squad out there. They will be followed by the Argonaut Mustang cheer squad. Again, you're listening to the Conifer Communications halftime show. Steve, let's go ahead and start off talking about the first half of play. Mustangs won the toss, and as is tradition, they deferred. Now, Ceres gets the ball on their own 15-yard line, and they go almost 3 and out, but on their punt attempt, they have a snap over the top of the punter's head. The Mustangs get a safety on that. Mustangs then get the ball. They start on their own 49-yard line, march the ball down a little bit. 10-yard holding penalty, not something good. They go 4 and out. Try to attempt it for that 3-yard, 4th down yardage. No good there. They give the ball back to Ceres, who has a turnover on downs after a couple plays. Mustangs get the ball back on the 40-yard line of their own. They get a punt, but it's bobbled and recovered by the Mustangs. Get the ball back right away on the Ceres 14-yard line. They march it down for a 1-yard touchdown by Travis Herrera, and then a little trickery here at Dan Barnett, Steve. A 2-point conversion tossed back from Caspery to Edison Neck. 2-point conversion is good, and we're sitting at 10-0. Ceres gets the ball back late in the first quarter on their own 30-yard line. They are aided by a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty on the kickoff. At their own 30-yard line, they attempt to pass, intercepted, tipped off the hands of St. Macias to number 4, Jacob Hartman, for the interception. We get the ball at the Mustang 32-yard line. 10-yard holding penalty again. March the ball down into Ceres territory, and a 23-yard touchdown by Xander Castro. PAT is good. Ceres gets the ball back on their own 22-yard line, and they go on the longest clock-eating drive of the quarter and of the game. They go all the way down. They're aided by a 15-yard low-hit penalty against the Mustang. A whole lot of passes on that one. They attempt a field goal. It's blocked by the Mustangs. No good. We're still at 10-0. We're at 17-0, sorry. Mustangs get the ball back on the Ceres 20-yard line. Huge catch, 2 huge catches by J.J. Lundgren. Gets them down across midfield. Long run by Errol Garner. Called back for a holding call. 2 holding penalties on that drive. Mustangs then line up to attempt a 47-yard field goal, but again, more trickery here at Dan Barnett Field. Edison Neck drops back to pass. throws the ball, interception, and that's where we are at the half. The Argonaut Mustangs 17, the Ceres Bulldogs 0 in this CIF bowl game. Steve, before we continue on, I do have a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Union Mine 30, Highlands 22. Steve?
Well, a couple of notes in that first half, Joey. The Bulldogs starting out, we had, looking at the stats, obviously not a team that we follow closely, but looking at the Ceres Bulldogs, seeing this is a team that throws the football, their quarterback racking up the passing yards, almost 1,000 yards passing, seeing the receiving touchdowns. But to start the game, their quarterback's on the sideline, and their leading rusher, Nathaniel St. Macias, in there running sort of a pistol, not sure what we want to call it, but just taking the ball and running with it, and it was not effective, Joey.
No, it absolutely was not, Steve. And you could see the complete shift in the offense once Borges got back onto the field. They were throwing the ball, and they were throwing the ball efficiently, Steve. We saw a lot of great passes there from Borges, and Borges on the ground, too.
Yep. Yeah, with that 4-receiver set, forcing the Mustangs secondary to really get deep and covering those receivers, opening things up for Borges to run. He had some great runs and did a really good job of airing the ball out. A few passes a little bit too high. The accuracy could improve a little bit for Borges if he wants to get his team back in this game.
Yeah, definitely, and he's looking a lot to number 8, De La Zada. He is somebody we expect to see a whole lot in this second half. All right, folks, thank you for listening in. You're listening to the Conifer Communication Halftime Show on KVGC's broadcast of the CIF Bowl Game. We'll be back after AJM This Week.
Thanks, guys. Good evening. Bo Gilman and Jim Geedy with AJM Live. He's Bo. I'm Jim. How'd things go last week, Bo?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Bo.
Glad to be back. Things went well last week, about as well as they could have gone. On paper, I felt like we knew what was going to happen. But we had a heck of a ball game at the novice level. But I'll start at the bottom like I always do. So,
let's do it.
As you know, first round of playoffs, we hosted. We got all 4 teams at home, which is rare. The league tries their best, but oftentimes they have to bounce teams around to make it work for their home sites. Started off with the little guys. We had at junior novice, we hosted Sonora. Our guys won 35-0, which was expected.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a similar score when we played them in their season. The game, well, I'll say we had 2 games of the day. I'll give it a co-game of the day. But the game of the day was at the novice level, where we ended up losing 7-6, but we had lost to this team 33-0 the week before.
Wow.
30-0 the week before, something like that. Came in with a different game plan, made some adjustments on D, watched a lot of film, and did a good job of taking away what they do.
At this level, is it the kids that pick this up when you're watching film, or is it the coaches?
No, it's the coaches.
And then tell the kids where to go.
Kids watch film, or you tell them to watch film. We can see how much film they watch on Huddle. It tells us all of that information, but they're not able to catch keys or really retain much information. But we as coaches were able to work together and come up with mainly a defensive scheme. We knew offensively where we couldn't run.
So even though it was 7-6, great game, they're out.
Honestly, yes, they're out. It was a great game. We were up 6-0 at the end. Got kind of pinned deep, forced a punt to their best player, got him an open space, and he scored, and they got the extra point in the fourth quarter.
Oh, doggone.
So it was a tough one for those boys. But, yeah, they're out. Amador advances on to JV level. We hosted Sonora at the JV level as well. We came out, went up 21-0, and we were able to kind of rotate some other kids. Have a good rotation, probably for the last time this year. Gave up a cheap one late, ended up winning 21-6. Our co-game of the day came at the varsity level. We had one of our better players, Carson Gilliam. He's been battling kind of a shoulder injury all year, and he came out right away thinking he tore the thing. I haven't heard back. I think he's not going to play tomorrow. But we ended up pulling this one out 24-22 in a way back and forth game. We were down 6 late, scored one, got the 2-point conversion, which is a kick.
Yeah.
And then Tuolumne drove all the way down to our 15, 20-yard line and ended up fumbling on a pass.
Wow.
It was, yeah.
So now, were there games elsewhere last week?
Yeah, so 4 host sites.
Oh, okay, because
eight teams make the playoffs at each level. For round 1, you have 4 host sites, Which is why it's an imperfect system, because the higher seed doesn't always get to stay close to home because they have to give preference to these volunteer boards and coaches that are hosting a home game. And to host a home game, you need 60 volunteers in any given day. 2-hour shifts all day long. So when you have kids playing, which you'd be out of your mind to be involved in a junior program without kids involved. You have these organizations run by parents.
So when the varsity's playing, the novice parents are in the snack bar.
Correct.
And vice versa.
But if you have a board, if I was to host as president, I could not leave Argonaut. I could. It could just lead for many potential disasters. So if I'm hosting a home game, but my kid's playing at Sonora or Waterford or God forbid Tuolumne, it makes for a hectic day. So when you are a host site, they try their best to keep your teams at home or at least close. Where if you have to bounce over to Angels Camp to watch your kid, but then you can bomb right back to your stadium. And they spread the games out by half an hour.
So we're moving on the junior novice, we're moving on JV, and moving on varsity.
Correct.
Then. Okay.
And we're split up. So our junior novice and JV tomorrow go to Tuolumne. Our varsity heads to Waterford to actually play Waterford. Another interesting thing with the MBFL is they reseed after each round. So if you were the 4-5 matchup, which we were, the winner of that would normally play the winner of 1-8, but it doesn't work like that. They reseed. So a 6 actually knocked off a 3, which helped us out. So now instead of playing the 1 on a 1-4 matchup, we play the 2 seed, Waterford, because now Escalon gets to play that 6 seed, which is the lowest seed left. So on varsity with Waterford hosting and them now having the higher seed, the 2 seed, our varsity.
But you as president, you're out of it now.
So yeah, we're not hosting
You're
anymore.
just a coach now,
so
you don't have to worry
our
about
board members, when we're at an away game, we have a duty to make sure our fans and players and coaches behave and follow the MBFL rules. But when you host, you're in charge of the whole day. Volunteers, the gate, the coaches, the refs, the snatching, all the things that go with it. So an away game is a vacation, but we're still responsible for our parents, and they don't make it easy sometimes.
So how do we look this week?
This week, pretty good. So our junior novice, they're the number 1 seed. They will be taking on the 4 seed Houston, which actually in the regular season, that was a 7-0 game. I think we're going to make some adjustments and win that by 2 or 3 touchdowns. At the JV level, we beat Linden 5 weeks ago, 7-6 at home. Their best player was out with a broken arm. They just rolled Escalon last week, 30-14, who we beat 18-14 the week before that. They're good. We have our work cut out for us. We've watched a ton of film. I feel like we have a pretty good game plan, but we're going to have to play some good football. A lot of us are going to Tuolumne tonight so that we don't have to wake up and make that drive. You know that little car sick hangover the kids get?
Yeah.
The worst. So we're going to go tonight, stay at Black Oak, hopefully behave, win a bunch of money.
The kids or the coaches?
The coaches. Hopefully they have a sports book so I can bet on the Mustangs.
There you go.
Yep, that game's going to be a tough one, but we're going to pull it out. Varsity, in the regular season 3 weeks ago, lost to Waterford by 2. Forget the exact score, but it was another 26-24-ish type game. That game could go either way. It's at Waterford. Don't love that, but if our boys play our game, that passing attack's tough to stop.
So what you're telling me then is on paper, at the end of the day tomorrow,
these games go anyway. All 3 of them. All 3 of them. You're talking about during regular season a 7-0 game, which we scored late at the junior novice level, a 7-6 game we pulled out without their best player, and a 2-point game at varsity level. And this is all within the last month.
And then after this, where do you go after this?
After this, there's the Super Bowl at Amador High
It's
School
the Super
on November
Bowl.
15th. Yep. And I'm hoping, wishing, praying that we get 3 teams.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right.
Be awesome.
Well, Bo Gilman, good luck tomorrow
Thank
at
you, Jim.
all levels that are left. And that's AJM this week.
We'll see you next week.
Yeehaw! It's coming for internet, y'all! If your Netflix starts to stall, call us up. If your Zoom can't load it all, call us up. If your modem's out of luck and your hotspot spot's just a schmug. Then what you waiting for? Call us up.
Call us up at 866-378-8393.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness.
We're talking to another satisfied JS West Propane customer. And what is your occupation, sir?
I am a short order cook.
Where are you?
Down here.
Say, you are short.
Don't start with me. Order up!
And you like JS West because?
I get clean, steady, dependable heat for my grill.
What do you cook on this grill?
Everything from hamburgers to shrimp. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
I won an award, you know.
Wasn't going to say it. Say, did you know that JS West Propane proudly serves Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Amador counties? And I won the Small Businessman of the Year award. Not going to say it.
For all your propane needs in Amador and Calaveras counties, call Ernie Burgess with JS West Propane, 209-916-5323. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for second half action here for the CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. We're supposed to have a 3-minute runoff, but I guess we're not doing that, Steve.
No, they just reset it to 12. So we are ready to go here. Bulldogs to kick off to the Mustangs to start the second half. Again, Mustangs had a great first half, 17-0 lead. They've got all the momentum, and they are fired up to start this second half.
23, Leonardo Ayala to kick. Errol Garner and Xander Castro back deep for the Mustangs. Booming kick.
And it is Garner. Takes the kick, takes it back up the middle, and evades a couple of tacklers, takes it out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Good extra effort there, Errol. Coming off the bottom of the pile there is number 44, Herman.
Yeah, Herman, not a tall kid, but broad, and we call his name an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, he's thick. Ball on.
Looks like they gave Garner a nice spot out about the 38-yard line.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get my second half stuff here started. That is on the, what are we calling that?
38. 38. Caspary under center. And it is Garner, gets the initial handoff around the right side. Garner, make room! And he's gone! He's gone, Joe. He's 30, at the 30.
20, 10, all the way down in there. Touchdown, Mustangs! First play after the kick. That is going to be our Melon Phase in the BG Lounge call of the game, Steve.
Errol Garner took it. Maybe a couple of slaps as he goes through the hole, and nobody touched him after that, Joey.
Big touchdown for the Mustangs. Great run there by Errol Garner around that right-hand side. Initially looked like he might have gotten stopped up and then shot out of that like a cannon, Steve. Huge touchdown, sending a statement in the second half.
Edison Neck now on to attempt the point after. Caspary to hold. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. And the Mustangs start this second half off with a bang. Errol Garner taking it 60-plus yards to the house, and the Mustangs have a 24-0 lead here early in the third quarter.
And we'll be back right after this.
This is Braxton Gilman. In the game of life, unexpected hits can come out of nowhere. But with Matic Vukovic Insurance, you can tackle those surprises head on. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life insurance. My dad at Matic Vukovic has the playbook you need to stay protected.
This is Mila Gilman. I want you to call my dad at Matic Vukovic Insurance in Jackson today at 223-4040.
Hi, I'm Bo Gilman, owner of Matic Vukovic Insurance, where you can always count on a win.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for the CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. Steve, huge touchdown for the Mustangs.
Huge touchdown by Errol Garner. Keeping that momentum going for the Mustangs as they are set to kick off. Edison Neck. Ball spotted up at the 40, and Neck kicks it deep down the middle. And that is going to take a hop and into the hands of the Bulldogs down the right side, skipping around out across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. Finally pushed out of bounds.
Oh, penalty marker.
Was that was that Lozada, Joey, for the?
No, that was St. Macias.
Okay, that was 0 St. Macias.
There is a penalty marker on the field. He was pushed out of bounds there by number 10, Carter Hartman. Steve.
Goldfish making the play there for the Mustangs. His brother, Jacob, the senior, running back / defensive back.
I do have a Mountain Merchant scoring update for you as that penalty goes against the Mustangs. Again, not sure what that one was, but a Mountain Merchant scoring update heading into the half. Union Mine 46, Highlands 30.
Whew. Not a lot of punting going on in that game. That's early in the first or in the third quarter on that. That's a crazy score for a high school football game. All right, Bulldogs coming in. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now one of the running backs in motion, so that'll be another receiver out to the left, and it is going to be Borges, who tries to run right up the middle and runs into a brick wall, Joey.
Yeah, nothing going for him there. Number 5, Jojo Hulzabosh, just met him immediately in the hole. He sent St. Macias out to the left as kind of a decoy, but nothing going there, Steven. You're right. That is a pretty high-scoring game there in that.
Yeah, 46-30 in the start of the third quarter. All right, so loss of a couple on the play for the Bulldogs brings up a 2nd down and 10 as Borges breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Split backs behind Borges, who's in the shotgun. And Borges straight drop, throws out to the left, complete to number 8, De Lozada, who tries to break away and cannot, is finally drugged down at about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he shook off that first tackle from Hartman and then finally got cleaned up by Constance. But again, they're giving too much cushion, Steve. They're sitting back a little too far, letting him get those quick little hooks underneath.
Good job by the Mustang to limit the yards after catch on that. Pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Brings up a 3rd, and we'll call it 6 to go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left on the short side. This formation we've seen most of the game for the Bulldogs. And now ball is loose, and it is going to be picked up by the Mustangs.
Let's go. Yeah, Jace Rocky knocked the ball right out of Borges' hands, just smacked him from behind, and that was picked up by number 6, Mariano Lopez. Turnover, Steve.
Another turnover by the Mustang defense, giving the Mustangs yet another short field ball spotted right inside the 30-yard line for the Mustangs. And I'll tell you what, on that time, Joey Borges rolling him out to the right, I don't think he saw the pressure that was coming, and the hit comes right as the arm goes up, and out comes the football.
Yeah, great strip sack there by Rocky. That's going to put the ball on the Ceres 28-yard line.
All right, Mustangs come to the line. Caspary under center. Pitches it out to the right. Is that Castro?
Hartman.
That is Hartman around the right side.
He's at
Number
10.
4, he's at the
5. Oh, he's in, Steve. Oh.
Let's see. They are going to mark him right before the pylon. Hartman out at the 2-yard line. Looks like that right foot just didn't quite skirt as he was heading. Ended up taking out the pylon, but looks like the foot stepped out at the 2.
You know, not to be nitpicky, and I know Frank would get on me for this, but St. Macias did have him by the horse collar there. He was pulling him back from the back of the jersey, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything. But all I'm saying is he did have him from the horse collar.
So a fantastic run by Hartman puts the Mustangs on the doorstep again, already up 24-0. Still early third quarter, 9:53 to go. Caspary is under center. And he's going to hand it off to Hartman, dives up the middle,
baby.
And he is in for the touchdown. Jacob Hartman would not be denied this time. A 2-yard touchdown run puts the Mustangs up 30 pending the point after.
That's right. Jacob Hartman taking that dive up the middle there. Hey, you know what, Steve? He almost had it on that last one. Give it to the senior for this one. Why don't you?
Yeah, I love the coaching decision there. Give it to the running back. Let him try to get the points. They do. And Edison Neck is now on to try the point after. Again, Casbury to hold.
Love to see that.
And that ball, he never even kicked it. That ball is going to get past. And
he got it.
Yes. The 2-point conversion is good. Joey, what happened on that play?
I'll tell you what, Steve, he kind of bobbled the snap initially, then he rolls out to the right. That's going to be Casbury. He sees Travis Herrera standing there in the end zone. Herrera gets the ball, bobbles it a little bit, and comes down with the 2-point conversion.
Almost looks like that was what they intended to do. The kick was never attempted, but like I said, Casbury just fumbled it a little bit instead of getting the hold down. Ends up being a 2-point conversion for the Mustangs. Travis Herrera on the reception there from Casbury. And it is a 32-0 Mustang lead with 9:49 remaining here in the third quarter.
That's right, and we've got a quick turnaround right here, so we're going to keep it right here, Steve. That is going to send the Mustangs up 32-0 here in this bowl game. Blowing it wide open right now.
2 touchdowns from the Mustangs in the first minute, 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the third quarter has them pulling away from the Ceres Bulldogs.
Another new number out there for the Mustangs, number 27, Austin Martinez checking in for the Mustangs.
Austin Martinez was my catcher in Little League Baseball for many, many years. Great kid. Love to see him out there getting a chance, some varsity football tonight.
Nice deep kick.
Deep kick is taken by St. Macias.
That's 4.
Oh, that is 4. You're right.
Oh, he's hammered there. That's Hartman, and number 22 is Brody Seaver.
Brody Seaver on the tackle, the freshman just getting called up this week, making the special teams tackle for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was Julian Barrera on the reception. That's going to send them way back into their own territory as well. Not way, way back, but we're at the 21-yard line. That's pretty deep, though, Steve.
Yeah, good coverage all game long by the special teams of the Mustangs. Really haven't seen much on the kick return game by the Bulldogs. And the Mustangs letting their underclassmen run wild on special teams, and they're getting it done. Borges from the shotgun. 4 receivers spread to either side. Straight drop. Now rolling out to the left, and he throws, and looks like that is complete on the short side. And that is to number 8, De Lozada. That's been his favorite target of the day so far.
It really feels like the only guy he's looked at. I mean, we know we saw a pass to St. Macias earlier that was incomplete, and another one that resulted in an interception, but De Lozada, he's been calling his number all night.
Definitely a comfort level throwing to him. A gain of about 5 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Again, thank you all for listening here on KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM, and on our YouTube channel.
4 receiver set, again spread out here for the Bulldogs to either side. Big man number 44, German back there with Borges. Borges takes a snap, straight back drop, throws out on the right, and that ball is complete. And guess who? Oh, number 8, De Lozada, and he is hammered to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, that was Mariano Lopez on that hit. Came from behind and just smoked him in the shoulder there. Short of the line to gain, too,
wow.
Steve.
I thought by the way he ended up, I'm guessing there was a little bit of extracurricular after. I thought he was easily across the first down marker. But, yeah, they will be short of the first down. Brings up a 3rd and about 2 to go here for the Bulldogs.
Interesting coverage, too. They're letting the corners sit back with those safeties up really tight, expecting them to get those short passes.
Borges from the shotgun. Throws out, complete to, again, number 8. De Lozada tries to roll off and is unsuccessful, tackled by an entire herd of Mustang defenders. Let's see where the spot is.
Yeah, great job.
And they are going to give him the first down.
Great job by Hartman beating that block and getting to him. Jonathan Constance cleaning it up, but just enough for that first down.
A good second effort there by De Lozada, rolling off the initial tackle, picking up just enough to get the first down out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Ooh, another sophomore in the game right now, 74 for the Mustangs. I think that's Tucker. I think that's our boy Tucker.
No, that's Knox.
Oh, is it Knox?
Knox Halgus in there.
Knox Halgus.
Again, the underclassmen getting some reps here for the Mustangs. Trips right for the Bulldogs. Borges looking right. Now scrambling right, and he is going to fire deep down the right sideline, and that's just out of bounds, basically thrown away.
Yeah, deep toss there, intended for number 3, Denario Osario.
That's the first time calling his name, and yeah, I'm not sure if he was one of the primary targets or not. Had lots of time, lots of options, and ultimately just had to throw the ball away.
Yeah, they're giving these underclassmen a little bit of time there. That's number 15, Wyatt Green, getting in the game there too. That's pretty cool.
Wyatt Green in there at middle linebacker for the Mustangs, again the freshman.
Carter Hartman just checked out of there.
Borges with his 4 receiver set. Second and long. Straight back drop. And stepping up, and he is dropped for a sack on the play, back inside the 30-yard line.
Yep, that's going to be number 51, Isaac Wright on the sack. Just completely crumpled down that whole front line. Great pressure from the Mustangs front.
Borges stepping up on the play. Not sure if he was going to try to run or just trying to avoid, but stepped up right into the pressure and was dropped hard on that play. So loss of about 6 on the play is going to bring up a third and a whole bunch here for the Bulldogs. About 17 to go as they come up again in that 4 receiver set. Herman back there alongside Borges. Straight back drop and throws deep down the middle of the field and nobody home. Good coverage by Jonathan Constance, the closest person to the football. That was intended, I believe, for number 8, Eric De La Zada, but well overthrown.
You know what, Steve? I'll tell you what. Regardless of the score right now, I'll tell you something I really like to see out of this Ceres team. I love to see the discipline that this team has. This is a very disciplined team. It's very easy when you're down this much in a bowl game, especially late in the season. It's easy to get down on yourselves and start getting chippy and start getting dirty. But they have had absolutely fantastic discipline. Shout out to their coaching staff. They're doing it right.
Yep. They have had a very clean game. The penalty flags have not fallen for the Ceres Bulldogs in this game.
Yeah, not for them at all.
4th down and 17.
Nobody deep for the Mustangs.
And does look like a punt formation for the Bulldogs, and it is. But again, nobody back there to get it. That ball is just going to roll down inside the 40. Not really, takes a Mustang bounce and dies right at the 40-yard line.
Almost on the X, Steve.
So the Mustangs will take over at the 40-yard line with 7 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Up 32-0.
That's right. We'll see the, they're calling down there. Someone took their helmet off a little early. Got a warning from a ref right there. Yeah, great stop there by the Mustangs. Big sack there by Ike Wright. 1st and 10.
Well, Joey, I'll have to admit, I was a little concerned that what that Ceres passing game might look like in the second half, but it really has not materialized. Mustangs looking strong here in the third quarter. Inside handoff to Herrera, who's just running people over, Joey, down near midfield, right at about the 49-yard line.
That's right. Looks like the tackle was made by number 24 for Ceres. That is Dakota Pickett, who is their sack leader.
Travis Herrera really more tackled him on that play. Gain of 9 on the play brings up a 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. Travis Herrera again running strong, keeping the Mustangs drive moving here as they approach midfield.
Freshman Ivan Lizeola out on the field now for the Mustangs at the tight end position.
Caspery under center.
Garner.
Handoff to Errol Garner, who's dragging defenders along down inside the 40-yard line. Big first down by Garner and then some.
Yeah, and I can't give you a number on who was it that tackled him because he took about 4 guys with him, Steve.
Another youngster coming in, Asa Harris, getting some reps. He's getting called into the game.
Hey. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Mustangs up 32, Ceres 0. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Clock is rolling.
Mustangs come to the line. Casperry under center. And it is going to be an inside handoff.
Is that Errol again?
That is Garner with the carry. Picks up 5 or 6 yards straight up the middle. Tripped up and brought down on the play by, looks like, number 10 of the Bulldogs. Aiden Bowen in on that tackle. Gain of, we'll call it 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball just inside the 35. Call it the 33-yard line for the Mustangs. Hartman and Herrera in the backfield behind Casperry.
Best buddies.
Asa Harris in motion, and it is a handoff to Harris, who's tripped up trying to get around the left side. Not able to get away. Back to about the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard on the play.
Asa Harris, flag on the play.
Penalty marker on the field.
Flag is down. So Asa Harris's first varsity play may not count, and it does not. That's going to be an illegal shift on the Mustangs. Number 44, Logan Pugh, checking into the game here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, legal shift. Send him back 5.
Tell you what, Joey, huge kudos out to John Hickman, getting his underclassmen a taste of varsity football here in this bowl game. Love to see the youngsters getting some reps in this game.
Yeah.
Casper under center, 2nd and 10. And inside handoff is
Herrera.
Looks like Herrera picks up a couple of yards. Tackled by a whole pack of Bulldogs there. Gain of about 3 yards on the play, brings up a 3rd and 7 here for the Mustangs. Asa Harris checks back out.
Lee Zola's still in there at the tight end position. 3rd down now for the Mustangs. 4:24 and counting in the 3rd quarter.
Single back behind.
Counter.
We got a handoff inside. Looks like a counter play, and nothing going there as that play gets eaten up. Was that Garner?
Nah, that was Hartman on that one.
Hartman on the carry.
Swallowed up by that front line. 44, Herman, and number 10, that's Aiden Bowen making the stop.
Hartman now checking out. Errol Garner checking back in. It's going to be a 4th down, and we'll call it 8 to go here for the Mustangs. They will be going for it. Casperry under center. Errol Garner, the lone man behind him. And it is going to be Xander Castro who gets the ball on the sweep, and he takes it off up the middle. Joey, he's going to take this to the house for another Mustang touchdown. I'm looking for flags, and I don't see one.
Nope, that one's clean. Right up the middle there for Xander Castro. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Castro was the slot receiver out to the left, went in motion, took that handoff around the right side, and again found that second gear once he hit the hole and was off to the races.
A 35-yard touchdown there for Xander Castro. Just blowing this one wide open, Steve.
3:17 here to go, still in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs running away with this one. Edison Neck to try the point after. And that kick is up, and it is
no good.
No good.
Oh,
boy,
what?
Mr. Automatic finally just a little bit of a side spin on that one, just left of the left upright, and no good. So, Joey, we've got 3:17 remaining here in quarter number 3. Mustangs lead the Ceres Bulldogs 38-0.
We'll be back right after this.
Are you planning a landscaping project? Don't have the right tools for the job? Let Campbell Construction General Engineering Incorporated give you a hand. Campbell Construction has everything you'll need to get the job done right. Locally owned and operated since 2005, they're open Monday through Saturday at 175 Sutter Hill Road, Sutter Creek. Call them today, 267-5998. That's 267-5998. Campbell Construction.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for the CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear here. Steve.
Edison next set to kick off here. Edison missing, honestly, Joey, the first point after I've seen him miss in quite a while.
Yeah.
He's been Mr. Automatic this year. Now set to kick off to the Bulldogs. That ball is going to come up a little bit short and is taken by number 0, St. Macias. And St. Macias trying to find somewhere to go, and he's just got nowhere to go. Eaten up by the Mustangs there at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, just nothing going for him there.
Really not much of a setup by his special teams making room for him, but credit to the Mustangs for great coverage on their special teams as well.
See where that ball is set. Where is it going to be set there, Steve? Did you say?
My bet's the 22, Joey. Let's see what we get. Maybe the 23?
23?
Looks like about the 23.
Yeah, we'll call it 23.
Well, the Mustang defense has been dominant so far here in the third quarter. See if they can keep it up on their third defensive set.
Wyatt Green back at the linebacker.
And handoff up the middle. St. Macias, again, nothing going. Mustangs just eating it up.
Yeah, Mariano Lopez just meeting him there and pulling him down for nothing. Let's see, switching in there, number 21 for the Mustangs. That is going to be Mackenzie McGath, sophomore, one of the JV stars. I love that, Steve.
I do. I love it, too.
I love it.
Absolutely love it.
That's so cool for them.
All right, Bulldogs break the huddle. That was a loss of a yard on that play, so we've got a 2nd and 11 coming up here. Borges, 3 receivers, 2 running backs aside him. Inside handoff, nothing going again. Mustangs eat it up.
Yeah, St. Macias once again on that carry.
41, Jace Rocky, one of the guys in on that tackle for the Mustangs. Honestly, I think we had Wyatt Green might have gotten credit for a partial tackle on that as well.
I'll give it to the boy. There you go, 15. Oh, Mikey Amato getting in there. Normally an offensive player.
Yep.
But he'll play some defense, and he is an all-around great guy.
Great kid, easy to root for. Although he's got to admit, he's in looking around like, what am I doing?
He's so nice, too. He's probably going to knock the player across from him down and say, sorry, buddy. He's a great kid.
3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs. Borges inside. No, he's going to keep that himself. And he's going to get wrapped up well short of the 1st down, but he picks up 4 or 5 yards on the carry around the right side.
Yeah, Wyatt Green had an opportunity to get him, but just bounced off of him. Finally taken down there by Edison Neck. We do have a player down. Now he's back up. That's Edison. You're good, Eddie.
Gain of about 6 yards on the play. Brings up a 4th down and a short 5 here for the Bulldogs.
Brody Seaver checking in.
Punt formation. And the bad snap is going to go rolling around. And oh no! Who's going to get it? It looks like it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's going to be Mustang ball at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, pressure there from Rocky and from number 6, Mariano Lopez. De La Zada was the punter, but he just could not grab that high snap, and it sends him all the way back. Mustangs ball on the 2, Steve.
So an extremely short field here for the Mustangs offense, as yet another turnover by the Bulldogs. And it's starting to just look like this game's running away from them, Joey. They're just not able to really execute here in this second half especially.
What are they saying that is? The 3?
Yeah, they've got, scoreboard's got it at the 2, looks like the 2.
Rocky's in the QB. Jace Rocky in at fullback.
Boy, Mustangs pulling out all of the stops here. And that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. Mustangs all over the Ceres Bulldogs, 38-0.
We'll be back right after this.
Glass Doctor of the Gold Country hopes you're enjoying tonight's Sierra Valley Conference game. Now is the perfect time to get rid of those old windows that let the cold air in. Replace them with brand new windows from Glass Doctor. Glass Doctor strives to offer the best value in home glass repair and replacement. Glass Doctor also has 24-hour emergency service. When glass breaks, call the doctor. That's the Glass Doctor. We really do fix your pain.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where the Argonaut Mustangs take on the Ceres Bulldogs in the CIF Bowl game. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear here. We are in fourth quarter of play at Dan Barnett Field. Mustang ball on the Ceres 3-yard line, and they have sub down, Steve.
Yeah, Mustangs with a short field ahead of them here, trying to go up enough to get the clock moving here. We may have a running clock as this game gets late. Mustangs trying to get up by 40. I believe it is 40 that they go with the running clock.
That is right, 40 in the fourth. So Jace Rocky in at fullback, or tailback, I should say, because Travis Herrera is the up man at fullback. See if they can punch this one in. Come on, Jace.
Senior Jace Rocky going to try to ride this one in. And he gets the handoff tripped up, and he may have got it. And he does! Jace Rocky in for the touchdown.
Man, he got hit initially, tripped up, put his foot in the dirt, hand on the ground, and dove forward for that touchdown. There you go, Cowboy. Touchdown for the senior Jace Rocky right there. That's going to send him off, send his high school career off with a bang.
Jace Rocky, another great kid that I've coached in many sports over the years. Love seeing him get that touchdown in his senior season.
Looks like there might be too many guys out there.
Yep, pulling somebody back out.
Rocky DiAgostini, the holder. Penalty. I'm going to say delay a game.
Yep, delay a game.
No, too many men on the field. Yep. Knox Halgus, not sure what he was supposed to do. What he was supposed to do was get off. Oh, we are in a running clock, Steve.
Yep.
Officially in a running clock.
So clock running at 11 minutes and counting now. Edison Neck, we're going to try to back him up. You know what? Edison's going to say, I love the challenge. I'll go take this from 5 yards deeper.
Hey, he wants it back after that last one.
Yep, absolutely. Ball will be set down right at the 15, so a 25-yard extra point attempt here by Edison Neck. Good snap, good hold. The kick is just low, though, just not quite connecting with it. Is Edison Neck. And as much as he's been automatic, I hate to see him miss a couple late like this, but that's going to still give the Mustangs a massive lead as we cruise along here in the fourth quarter. 44-0, the Mustangs leading the Bulldogs.
We'll be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for the CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs and the Ceres Bulldogs. Joey Geedy, Steve Nash, Michael Brashear. Steve?
Edison Neck set to kick off. It seems like I've said that a lot tonight, Joey, as the Mustangs have racked up the points here in this bowl game.
Hey, you have, Steve.
Next set to kick off with the Mustangs leading 44-0 over the Ceres Bulldogs. 9 minutes and 20 seconds running clock remaining here in the ball game. Ball taken deep by number 23 of the Bulldogs. That's a new name, and that is Leonardo Ayala. Takes it around the right side and is dropped out of bounds.
Good return there, Steve.
Yeah, takes
I like
that
that
across
return.
the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Decent return.
Yeah, Ayala getting that thing on the outside, pushed out by Jace Rocky, but good return. This will be their first of the fourth quarter running clock here at Dan Barnett Field. Ball on the Ceres 33.
So, yeah. Joey, for any of our listeners that may not follow that, a CIF rule in the second half of a game, if a team's leading by 40 points or more, they do just run the clock to try to get this thing over with. Bulldogs, Borges with a nice run up the middle. Borges with a good run out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Dragging some defenders. He's close to a first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, Carter, that one's not going to get you done there, bud. You got to get a little bit lower on these varsity boys. Carter Hartman on the tackle, but dragged him for a couple yards there.
Borges with a nice run. Again, second string, maybe third string defense in for some of these positions on the Mustangs.
We've got Carter Hartman in, Lizeola in, Wyatt Green's in right now, Brody Seavers at the corner. Right down here is Asa Harris.
Will May still in the game, one of the few defensive starters still in there at the safety position.
Mackenzie McGath's on the defensive line.
Borges with an inside handoff. Nothing going. Mustangs eat that up.
There you go, Carter. There's your tackle.
Carter Hartman right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half-yard gain on the play.
Number 31, David Nieto on the carry. They're going to say no gain on the play.
It looks like we're seeing some second-string players get in this game for the Bulldogs as well, some names that we haven't called. Borges still in there at the quarterback position.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 16 seconds and counting here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs up 44-0. Try to see if they can get a stop here, run this clock out. Pass.
Back-to-back straight back drop, throwing deep down the left sideline.
Oh.
Just a little too tall.
Hey, great coverage by Seaver.
Great coverage by Seaver going down the right side and doesn't exactly have a lot of height, but running right side stride by stride with the receiver on that.
Yeah, that was intended for number 3, Denario Osario. But Seaver was there step for step with him, flipped those hips and started running back, and he might have even had a chance there to maybe pick that one.
Yep, absolutely might have. He's a little bit taller. He might be able to reach that. Great play by Seaver, though. Great coverage. Actually, not a bad pass, just really overthrown only by about a yard or two.
6:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Third down and 10 as Ceres comes up to the
He's going to do that stick route, Brody. Stay down.
Borges is going to hand off to the inside to the big man, German, number 44, who's rumbling, stumbling, and running people over all the way out to midfield and then some as he's out across to almost the 40-yard line of the Mustangs.
Yeah, a lot of hype from there, from the sideline there. A lot of the young guys in on that tackle. They're going to call first down on that. 27, Austin Martinez in on that tackle. Love to see it. Let's get this stop, boys. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the ball game.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Pretty much all young guys in there, Steve.
Yep. Borges from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Borges is just going to take off himself and run with this one, and he picks up 2 or 3 maybe around the left side.
Oh, they're going to call a penalty there. Come on.
And we're maybe getting some celebration penalties going against the Mustangs here.
All right. We're laying the game. Come on. Let her run. Yeah, personal foul against the Mustangs. All right.
So that's going to tack 15 yards onto the end of that run. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. I did see Xander Castro come out and kind of do a fist pump, and that couldn't have been the penalty, Joey.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, personal foul against the Mustangs. It's going to march it forward 15.
Going to set this ball at the 25-yard line of the Mustangs. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Call that unnecessary roughness.
So Mustangs wanting to keep that donut on the scoreboard, Joey. Clock running, 4:30 to go in the ball game, but Ceres making some movements here. Borges from the shotgun, 4 receivers, and he takes off himself, and he's wrapped up number 74.
Yeah.
The big man.
Knox
Halgis taking him down for a sack on the play.
Yeah, Knox Halgis, 27, Austin Martinez, and number 10, Carter Hartman in on the tackle there. Great job, boys. Let's see, we've got number 62 checking in for the Mustangs. That one is Blake Herrera. Another freshman.
Freshman Blake Herrera, Travis's younger brother in the game. So I call that as a sack, Joey. They're going to give him about a half a yard gain on that play, so that will not be a sack for Halgis. 2nd down and 9 and change to go.
Do have another Mount Merchant scoring update. Union Mine 52, Highlands 30 in the third quarter. Wow.
Oh boy.
That's another high score.
That's a barn burner there in Placerville. All right, 2nd down and 9 to go here for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers. Borges from the shotgun. Hand off to Germain, the big man, and he is going absolutely nowhere. All kinds of Mustangs in on that tackle.
Yeah, he was met there by number 21, Mackenzie McGath. Just hammered him there. Great job by McGath to get him. Let's see, we've got 3 minutes left and counting, 2:55 left and counting in the ball game.
Loss of about 1.5 yards on that play, bringing up a 3rd and 11 here for the Bulldogs.
And they are just going to take some time. Go home with some pride.
Mustangs running mostly their junior varsity squad out there on defense in this 4th quarter.
Looks like they've subbed down a little bit. Oh, no, these are some guys we've seen.
Borges in the shotgun. And that is going to be a pass out on the left side, and that is going to be caught.
Touchdown.
In the end zone for a touchdown. Bulldogs finally break through here. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the game and get their first score of the game.
Yeah, De La Zada getting that touchdown over the top of Brody Seaver. That is their leading scorer, or their leading receiver, I should say. He's getting his last little bit there.
And, you know, not horrible coverage on that play by Seaver. Again, just not really having the height to do much with it. Pass was on the money.
De La Zada is a senior, it looks like. Senior on a freshman right there.
Yeah, 6'1" senior against a maybe 5'5" freshman. So the Bulldogs on the board. Clock running 1:38. Ceres to attempt the point after. And this may be it, Joey. We may not get another playoff here. And the snap gets by everybody. And it is going to be no, so the point after attempt is going to be no good. That might have just been an early snap, just went right by everybody there. And we have no even kick attempt on that. So a minute to go here in the ball game. We're going to line up for the kickoffs, but we may not have enough time to get the kickoff away.
If we do, we'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where we have a final, Steve. The Argonaut Mustangs 44 over the Ceres Bulldogs 6. That will be the CIF Bowl game winner, the Argonaut Mustangs.
Yeah, great game by the Mustangs. Like to see the shutout there, but at the same time, huge credit to John Hickman getting his younger players some reps at the varsity level in this bowl game. Playing pretty much entirely his JV squad there on defense on that last drive. And they do give up the points, but they really battled really well even on that last defensive possession.
That is right. We'll be back with our Mark Twain Medical Center post-game show right after this.
We're talking to another satisfied JS West Propane customer. And what is your occupation, sir?
I am a short order cook.
Where are you?
Down here.
Say, you are short.
Don't start with me. Order up!
And you like JS West because?
I get clean, steady, dependable heat for my grill.
What do you cook on this grill?
Everything from hamburgers to shrimp. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
I won an award, you know.
Wasn't going to say it. Say, did you know that JS West Propane proudly serves Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Amador counties? And I won the Small Businessman of the Year award. Not going to say it.
For all your propane needs in Amador and Calaveras counties, call Ernie Burgess with JS West Propane, 209-916-5323.
Yeehaw! It's Conifer Internet, y'all! If your Netflix starts to stall, call us up. If your Zoom can't load it all, call us up. If your modem's out of luck and your hotspot spot's just a schmug. Then what you waiting for? Call us up.
Call us up at 866-378-8393.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for a final score in this CIF Bowl game. The Argonaut Mustangs 44, the Ceres Bulldogs 6. You're listening to the Mark Twain Medical Center post-game show. Steve, let's go ahead and talk about this game. Argonaut won the toss and elected to defer. Ceres got the ball on their own 15-yard line. They ended up with a safety with a snap over the punter's head. Mustangs get those 2 points, and then the Mustangs get the ball on their own 49-yard line after the free kick, lose 10 yards on a holding call, and go 4 and out, we'll call it there. They give the ball back to Ceres for a turnover on downs from their own 43-yard line. Mustangs get the ball back at the 40, a punt, which then the punt was recovered by the Mustangs, bobbled by Ceres, which then led to a 1-yard touchdown by Travis Herrera, and the 2-point conversion was good from Edison Neck, who received a pitch out from the left-hand side by Jordan Caspary. Ceres gets the ball back at the end of the first quarter on their own 30-yard line, aided by a 15-yard unnecessary roughness on the kick. And then at their 30-yard line, they have a couple plays, and Jacob Hartman gets an interception. Mustangs get the ball back on their own, on the Mustangs' 32-yard line. They lose 10 yards on a holding call, march the ball down to the field to about the Ceres 20-ish yard line. 23-yard touchdown by Xander Castro. PAT is good. Then Ceres gets the ball back on their own 22-yard line, aided by a 15-yard low hit. Lots of passes on this drive. They marched it all the way down the field, attempted a field goal. It was blocked. No good. Mustangs get the ball back on their own 20-yard line. Big catch from J.J. Lundgren. 2 big catches from J.J. Lundgren. One for about 25, the other for 40 yards. Attempt a field goal from 47, which turns out to be a pass, intercepted by a big man there from Ceres. And we go into the half. Mustangs up, 27-0. Then, coming out of the half, Mustangs get the ball on their own 38-yard line. And from the first play from scrimmage, well, let's hear what happens next.
And it is Garner, gets the initial handoff around the right side. Garner,
breaking room,
and he's gone. He's gone, Joe. He's 30, at the 30.
20, 10, all the way down in there. Touchdown, Mustangs, first play. Great run there by Errol Garner around that right-hand side. Initially looked like he might have gotten stopped up and then shot out of that like a cannon, Steve. Huge touchdown, sending a statement in the second half.
That's right, a 58-yard touchdown by Errol Garner. That was our Melon Phase in the BG Lounge call of the game. The point after was good. Ceres gets the ball back on their own 36-yard line, and a huge strip sack from Jace Rocky, recovered by Mariano Lopez. Mustangs get the ball back on the Ceres 28-yard line. Big run by Jacob Hartman, 27 yards. And then a 1-yard touchdown dive by Jacob Hartman. 2-point conversion was good. A little bit of a bobbled snap. Caspary throws the ball into the end zone. Meets Travis Herrera there. Point after 2-point conversion was good. Ceres gets the ball back. Has a couple plays with a turnover on downs. Mustangs get the ball back. They lose 5 yards on a legal shift. And finally, all the way down, they get themselves to a 35-yard touchdown run by Xander Castro. The point after was no good. Ceres gets the ball back towards the end of the third quarter on their own 23-yard line. A turnover on downs because of a high snap to the punter. The center put it right over the punter's head there. No good for them. Mustangs get the ball back on the Ceres 3-yard line, and they trust the man, Jace Rocky himself. 3-yard touchdown dive. Gets himself a touchdown here to end his high school career. PAT was no good. And then Ceres goes on a little bit of a drive, 33-yard line on their own 33-yard line, aided by a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty. And finally, a 15-yard touchdown. Borges to De La Zada. Point after was no good. Final score here, Steve. The Argonaut Mustangs 44. The Ceres Bulldogs 6. And our player of the game, offensively, defensively, we called this kid's name all game today. He had a great job. The strip sack, another sack, and a touchdown. Jace Rocky.
The Cowboy Jace Rocky, number 41, had a great game. Borges is not going to forget him. He was in his face all night long. And kudos to the kid coming in, getting an offensive touchdown late in the game as well. Great way to end his high school career. Jace Rocky, fantastic job.
That's right, and congratulations to all of the players tonight on getting this CIF Bowl win. They were just presented with the banner. You get a banner for the win. They presented with the banner by their athletic director, John Gilliam, down there, so congratulations to them. Congratulations also to the seniors here for the Argonaut Mustangs and all their contributions to the Mustang family, to this football team over the last 4 years. Congratulations to the coaching staff, to the staff of Argonaut, of course, the athletic director, John Gilliam. Thank you all for joining us here. Again, I'd like to give another shout out to all of our sponsors, our pregame sponsor, JS West Propane, our game sponsors, Campbell Construction, Madic Vukovic, Big Valley Ford, Armstrong and Son Construction, Glass Doctor of the Gold Country, Toma and Associates, our halftime sponsor, Conifer Communications. You're listening, of course, to our Mark Twain Medical Center post-game show. Call of the game, Mel and Faze in the BG Lounge, scoring updates from our friends over at the Mount Merchant, and, of course, our internet provider, remotely located, your local critical infrastructure provider. Shout out Jason Wilson. Thank you for all you do for us. On behalf of my dad back over in the studio, Steve Nash right here with me. Steve, thank you, of course, for joining me again this week. Michael Brashear here with me. Steve, anything to close us out as well?
Hey, glad to be here. Great win for the Mustangs, and we talked a little bit about earlier, what great momentum to send yourself into the offseason. These kids will be loving coming back to play football next year after ending the season on this high note tonight.
That's right, they certainly will. And folks, we're going to catch you back here next week. We'll be down at Ripon Christian. We'll be doing audio only again. Thank you again for listening in. We'll be doing audio only for the Amador Buffaloes, traveling down to take on the Ripon Christian Knights down at Ripon Christian in Ripon itself. Well, folks, that's going to do it for the Argonaut Mustangs season here with a CIF Bowl win. And we'll catch you back here next week. Goodbye.